If anybody's here, hi.
I
There's one waiting, so.
I just told Brandon, I was like, I have to get out of this bed. I feel like I'm gonna break in half.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard on the back if you stay in bed all day and you're not used to it. Hi, everybody. Hi, Eric. Frankie Slines, Grandma Wrinkles. We're just hanging out. Shelly came to hang out with me. I don't know if anybody else is going to show up, but figured friends might as well come in and hang out with us.
We were talking anyways. We might as well come in and hang out. I actually almost started the messenger hangout. Because you could do that, right?
Yeah.
To where you can do a video hangout on Facebook Messenger.
Oh, can you? Oh, yeah.
Oh. Just like this, except it's not recorded or whatever.
Oh, there's my daughter's friend. Hi, Lucy. I am getting ready for my auction. I actually went. I went to an auction tonight and got a couple things for it. I'm pretty excited. Oh, I'm going to take my pictures tomorrow, Dwayne. My dad ended up in the hospital today, so he's okay, but same as last time, he's got high potassium, so he'll be okay. They're going to get him taken care of, but I didn't get a chance to do my pictures and stuff because I'm a procrastinator. Got to wait till the last minute. So there's really no topic tonight. We're just hanging out. Just whatever you guys want to talk about. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Carol. Grandma Wrinkles. Lucy.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, he'll be okay. He's just going to be on there maybe a day or two, probably. His potassium's high. They found out that it was like some kind of medicine was lowering his blood pressure, and then the low blood pressure causes the kidneys to misfunction, and the kidneys end up, if they're not working right, then your potassium goes up. So they took him off the 2 medicines, and and then they give him some stuff to bring his potassium up. Before I left, his blood pressure was going up a little bit. So hanging out, working on your taxes. Ugh. You're not having a fun night working on your taxes. Yeah, he keeps me worried. That's all I got left. I mean, I've got other family, but out of us main family members, yeah. My other brother lives in Michigan, but I don't hardly see him. Which I don't know why. I mean, it's not like I have to fly there. It doesn't cost a fortune to drive there. So why don't I go see him more often?
I don't know.
I know. I told my husband that one day. I was like, why don't we go to Michigan more often? I mean, it's not like we have to go there and spend a buttload of money,
Yeah.
I mean, we can even stay at his house. So I don't even have to get a motel room. All I got to do is pay for gas to get there.
Do you talk to him that often?
Yeah, I talk to him all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if Valerie was closer, I'd probably drive to see her.
Yeah. So why don't I go see him at least once or twice a year, I don't know. I'm always like, oh, I don't know if we can afford it. Well, why can't we?
Yeah.
And I got a boatload of family that lives in Michigan, so I mean, I could stay at anybody's house, It's
I could clean off my sofa, my rocking chair sofa.
You only live, I think you live, an hour away from him, I think? So yeah, that's not too bad.
I want to see it happen. If we're gonna clean out Killamal clothes, I want to see it happen.
I'll just make a bed on that pile of clothes. That'll be comfy.
Yeah, that's padding, honey. That's padding. That's padding.
I'll just fall right into it. Make my own bed. And me, I'm in charge of my time.
Right.
So I can just go.
Mhm.
I don't have to wait for anybody. Well, my husband probably wouldn't appreciate it, but he's
Right.
got vacation. He's planning on quitting this spring, so maybe when he quits, we'll do more stuff like that.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
man, is there room? There should be room for me and Gary in that pile, right, Sally?
Yeah. If you guys lay on top of each other, maybe.
He's skinny.
That's funny.
Wouldn't be the first time we slept in wrong, weird places. Hi, Redneck Christians Refills, Nathan. Oh, you're seeing better. Good. You got your cataract surgery, I guess, huh? Congratulations. I hear that's wonderful. No mattress topper needed on that couch. Nope. Hi, Sassy. Lugnut's here, being a butt. Being a butt.
Hi, Lucky.
Hi, Tara.
You know what would be a really funny video? If Sally was like sorting through clothes and then you popped out of the clothes pile.
That would be hilarious.
Like a list or ditch it or something like, should I list this? And then you just pop out of the clothes pile.
And we'll have to make sure Dwayne's there so he can auction me off, right?
Yeah, but Sally'd have to like ham it up like, what is this? What is this in the clothes pile? I don't remember this here.
Kind of squishy. You know, what'd be even better was if I surprised Sally.
Yeah.
If I set it up with Brandon ahead of time.
Yep.
And he's telling her, we got to get rid of this thing of clothes. Let's go through it right now. Hi, Glenn.
Yeah.
Hi, big brother. Hi, Karen.
That would be a doozy.
Last night I had to be to pick my dad up at 8:00 this morning, and you guys know I live like half hour I live probably about 40 minutes from my dad. Anyways, and last night I had to take my husband to town because my daughter's still using my car. So I had to take my husband to town so he could plow at midnight. And I got home and I'm trying to sleep. I've been having some shoulder issues. And I could not fall asleep. No way, no how. The last time I looked at the clock, it was like 4:45. And I had to get up at 6:30. So I'm like running on those. Mine are slow. I mean, I'm selling a couple a day. I might.
Well, if I take him to school, you could go out there and get the stuff off of the top of it, and I'll help you roll it out.
Or do you think I went to an auction tonight, though.
I could get going, but you guys don't get out of bed.
Kara was not paying attention because she would have gotten all excited.
Well, I didn't hear Jim's talking.
I said I went to an auction tonight.
Oh, did you? What'd you get?
Yeah. I spent, ow, stop it. That hurts. It scratched me. Go lay down. Go lay down. I had to yell at her.
She had to mute herself so she could yell at like that.
So she can yell at the dog. She starts beating the dog.
Scratched my arm and made me bleed. Anyways, I spent $16 and I got some DVDs, I got some Star Wars cards for you, Tara.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I got I got these cool books. They're for they're sample books for cars. Like holy crap, I'm really bleeding.
Oh boy, you really dying.
They're
Got you good.
sample books for like the fabric and stuff on the interior of cars.
Oh yeah, yeah, like for
Yeah.
the dealership. Yeah, those might do something.
Yeah. So
Cool.
yeah, I got some stuff. Nothing great, but everything else kind of went high. I kind of kicked myself though. What was the name of that game? It was Code Gamer or something it's called. And look that up once. It's like $100 and some. Well, I didn't look it up until after the bidding was over. It went for, I think it was $25.
Is it a board game?
I don't know what it is. I didn't really pay attention to it, but yeah, one of the other eBay sellers, he got a good deal. Oh, that's all right. He's a nice guy.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like 110, 130.
Yeah,
They're all kind of all over the place.
yeah. I should have gotten it. That would have been a good thing for the auction on Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh well. You snooze, you lose. That's what happens.
Yeah.
I have such thin blood. I am still bleeding. I get a paper cut and I bleed all freaking day.
Huh.
Terrible.
Well, cut that dog's nails so he doesn't rip you open.
I know. I got to take him in and get him a bath and his nails cut.
That Mabel
Yeah,
jumps on you, and she's got like those small dog thin nails. I mean, we gotta cut them because they're like getting scratched. I mean, they're really bad. I'm like, please stop! You're hurting us.
Yeah, Nikki gets mauled by a lug nut live on YouTube. That'll bring viewers. Yeah.
Probably get a lot of views off of it.
Maybe I should have screamed a little more, huh?
Well, now you know the title for the show.
Yeah. Nikki gets mauled by her dog.
Instead of like hanging out, you could have it be like getting mauled and bleeding out.
Yeah. Getting clickbait. I probably will bleed out. It's bleeding so much. Holy smokes.
Yeah, well, don't do that, Nick. I don't want to be yelling for Gary. She's fainted.
Well, he's sleeping at my dad's house tonight because my dad's not there. So, and we want his shit-stained dog here. So poor Henry.
Yeah.
So, well,
so
Henry
that's why you don't have to be quiet tonight.
Yeah, Henry doesn't like lug nuts, so it wouldn't have been a good thing. He does not like his cousin at all. Look at, I am still bleeding.
Ugh.
Blood, blah. Maybe I should let it run so it
Ew.
better, huh? Blood and gore. Ha ha ha. Yeah.
What's the non-payment issue you're talking about, Karen's at the beach?
I have 2 non-paying bidders today. Or not bidders, but buyers. Must be the day for that. Here in 8 days. Oh, they've waited 8. They haven't paid in 8 days.
No, well, we'll put up the non-paying bidder case on them.
I think I might put my picture up on Dwayne's auction, Tara. You ready to bid?
Sure.
I think I'm going to put that up.
All right, I'll be there. I'll watch.
You think it's worth it?
Well, I mean, they bid pretty strong over there. Hey, Mike. I mean, they got pretty good bidders over there. I mean, anytime you put something in an auction, I mean, you know, you could think, well, I'd like to get this and maybe it go for less. You know, that's a chance you take at an auction. But I will say they look like they bid pretty strong.
Yeah. Hi, Charles. I haven't seen you in days. I was asking the other day if anybody's seen you. I'm glad to see you.
You know who I didn't see this morning was Mother's Mustache. She's usually always around too.
Oh yeah.
I think
$1,000,000. Yeah.
I think she had to do something today.
Oh. Yeah, look it. You made me bleed, Lugnut. No, I'm not bleeding.
Hey, Nikki, you got some guy in the chat. His channel is Muskie Hans, so I'm assuming he fishes. Ask him if he's ever been attacked by a muskie.
Well, you ask him. You're on live.
I think you guys just asked him.
He's probably one of the people that I think he's one of the people that I've just subscribed to. I like fishing. So Muskie Hans, do muskies attack you?
Like sharks.
Like sharks.
Are you feeling better, Charles?
It wasn't the problem like a shark. The girl I'm sure she got bit, and then she trying to yank it away from the muskie is how she probably got injured. I don't know.
I know. I read a story about it, and they said that it was fake.
No.
Yeah, I read.
No, it didn't.
There was
a fake
article about
because they could tell by the teeth marks in the back of the boat when the transom was ripped off.
Okay, come on. No, now you're lying.
It ingested a 10 horsepower Johnson motor.
Right there on small little island lake. Yep.
They cut it open. It had the boat motor, 5 human bodies, a couple dogs, and a Volkswagen Beetle.
Okay.
And that little girl's leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting my strength back. Oh, I'm glad. Hi, California greenhorn fisherman. He's California fisherman. Maybe he doesn't know about muskie.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know if they have muskies out west.
Oh yeah, like those marlins, they're nothing compared to a muskie.
Yeah. Dwayne says, quote, we're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah.
That could be a bigger, so you can have the fish talking, saying,
yeah, and a bigger shovel. This reminds me of this story these old timers used to tell, that they used to go chop a hole in the ice for the cattle to drink down by like the lake or whatever. And they keep finding like calves dead by the ice hole because northern pikes were coming up because of the air, because the ice was so thick, and grabbing a hold of the calves' noses and then pulling the nose underwater. It would drown them. I'm like, that doesn't sound like that happened at all.
Where did that?
Like over by Park Falls or something.
Well, Park Falls. You'll find real big ice holes.
Yeah, but by the time you got to chip a hole, the fish has got to come up the ice hole, like when you ice fish.
There are some huge. I've had some huge, or seen some huge ice holes over there.
Yeah, I'm sure you have.
Park Falls is full of them.
No offense, anybody from Park Falls.
well, for anybody that's watching that is not already subscribed to me, I got to say this at the beginning of the show. Subscribe to me now, please. Comment, like.
Subscribe button you got on your thing now.
Yeah, how'd you make that happen, Nikki?
I made it. I made it myself.
Oh,
really?
I see it's a little off center, but yeah, I made it. I was being creative.
apparently.
Oh, Tar's looking at a muskie attack right now. A girl's foot is all bloody.
See?
I don't believe
Careful,
it.
I will kick you in the ice hole. Yeah.
It looks like she stepped on
That's supposed to be I'll kick you in the ash hole.
the picture. The picture Tar brought up looks like a girl stepped on a broken Zima bottle.
I own one. Well, I've been subscribing to a lot of fishing channels.
Okay, this is good. Okay, so this guy goes, I could clearly see the muskie clearly in the water for some time after the incident. The water next to the dock was about 4 foot deep. Like it's circling like sharks.
For another one.
Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Well, you know, it is with girl toes.
He could see it was a muskie, not a northern.
When you know how it is when you start eating girl toes, you can't eat just one. Oh, man.
I do have a lot more subscribers, and I really, really appreciate every one of them.
Jim had a pair of muskies.
Thank you. Everybody go
Jim had
California greenhorn.
Jim had a pair of muskies swim right past his leg.
And they were mating.
Like in
Oh
the
my
spring
God.
when they spawn. he was working at the boathouse at that place he caretakes for, so he had to stand in the water, which is maybe, what, 2 foot of water
I was
there?
changing the lower unit oil on a boat, but it was just because that one never comes out of the boathouse, so I have to stand underneath it with a bucket. You know, and then it's just a little outboard motor, and it's up on a hoist. And then when I get done draining the lower unit, then I just put this, or refill it, and I just put the screws back in, wipe it off, and I don't get no oil in the water or whatever. But I mean, I jumped out of the water. I hadn't gotten up on the thing. I mean, I was still, my toes were just leaving the water. I immediately turn around, and here's these 2 big muskies, and they were like serpents. They were like doing like a serpenty swim side by side, and they were mating.
Oh boy.
Muskies in love.
Muskie.
I was in about 3 feet of water.
And they didn't attack,
No.
ironically.
Well, they were too busy. They had other things.
They were busy getting jiggy. Oh my God! One time, this boathouse, they put an aerator in so that the ice doesn't ruin the pilings. So he was in there like trying to clear out a stick. He thought it was a stick out of the ice hole. It was an otter's tail. So he pulled it.
He pulled it out of the water.
Yeah, and then he said he screamed like a little girl.
It felt like you grabbed somebody's arm. Because all of a sudden, inside through my glove, I feel like this stick is like moving. I'm like, what the? And all of a sudden, the thing turns around and kind of hisses at me. And I want to tell you, I let out the loudest, highest pitched girl shriek you have ever heard. I mean, I shrieked. I was like, oh my God. And when you think it's a stick and it turns into about a 15-pound animal, it will scare the bejesus out of you.
So Eric, around here, we fear the dreaded bluegill.
Oh, yeah.
The crazy card says, so basically don't pee in a hole in the ice.
Well, no, because the ice is thick. Fishes don't swim up to the hole. When you put a hole in ice, I mean, it's like a cylinder down, but I mean, the ice could be like 2-3 foot thick. They don't come. Only way they're coming up the hole is if you got them on a line.
Yeah.
And Eric said, LOL, he said lower unit.
I'm going to get somebody for the dirty joke.
Well, I want to make sure I made that clear with the bucket because I'm not like red-green. I don't like pull up to the boat landing and like change my oil in my motorhome.
Let the lake wash it away.
No, I use a bucket and I wipe the lower unit before I'm done.
He doesn't use a bucket.
I don't put oil in the lake. Except when I'm burning gas.
It floats down to the neighbor's dock.
I gotta say this though. I mean, I am careful not to get oil in the water, but sometimes I wonder with like outboards running around. I mean, when that oil goes through the motor, it's got to go in the lake. I don't know where
Nothing
it goes.
going up my eyeball. I'm from Wisconsin. Well, I'm from Minnesota, but I live in Wisconsin, just over the bridge. Tara and Jim, they're in Wisconsin. Sally, the upside down picker, she was from California, but lives in Michigan.
I live in Michigan, but I'm from California, where in Porterville, it's between Bakersfield and Fresno in the valley.
Sally, you're a valley girl?
She's a valley girl. Totally. She's totally tubular.
Totally.
Yeah, you really got the accent when you say it too. I can't say it like
totally, like gag me with a spoon.
Yeah, you totally sound like
Oh, he's from Modesto. That was like 6-7 hours north of where I was from, but I know where Modesto's at. I had family there.
Yeah, my husband's a cheesehead. I'm still a Minnesota girl though, but I'm not a Vikings fan though.
Do you know anything about snow baby ornaments, Nikki?
I have some.
Are they marked Department 56 on the bottom?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I have them, but they're not marked on the bottom.
They're out in my car.
Oh. What is the odds that I would ask you about snow baby ornaments and you would have some in your car?
She has a little bit of everything in her car, I think, Tara.
Actually, it's not in. It's in my car. It's in the crashed car, actually.
Okay. All right.
sitting in my yard.
I've
The
lived in for
Malibu.
fun.
But it was the car I was driving.
I started on this Kentucky property search. It was.
I don't know.
Or-
I don't know that much about snow babies.
I don't either.
Well, 19.5 is the most expensive.
What is
They used.
this?
I know they used to be good sellers, but
Yeah.
that was quite a few years ago. Well, they
I
say
think they
Department.
fluctuate.
I don't know if they say Department 56 or not. I've never know. I don't remember honestly when I looked at them.
Yeah.
And it's too dang cold to go out and look. Is there any? I'm looking to see if there's anybody that has pictures of the bottom.
Yeah, I was
What
looking
is
at eBay
What
for
is it
other.
with people that just have one picture? People,
Yeah.
if you're gonna sell on eBay, you have to have more than one picture, even if it's brand new. I was told by an eBay representative that to get better search results, you have to have at least 4 or 5 pictures. So even if I have something brand new in the package, I still find find a way to take 4 or 5 pictures. Whether
Yeah,
I
take a
zoom
picture
in
of each
on
side of the box.
wording. Yeah, each side of the box. I don't care, but you have
Why
to
is
have
Jessica?
those things in there.
Why is Jessica in the chat and she's not in the show?
I don't know. She's
don't
a
know.
dork.
She's being
She's
rude.
house.
She's just dropping in to say hi.
Yeah. She's like spamming your channel right now to try to get subs, but she's not going to come on. She's just typing in the chat a little bit to pick up subs. She's doing like the drive-by and then she's going to be gone.
She's a
It's
sub
not-
digger.
It's not snowing here now, but it's like 6 below 0. So
Yeah, we got like a couple inches last night.
Yeah,
yeah,
we
it's
do
not
too.
not a plow. We only got like an inch, so. But it was enough for him to plow.
Wait a minute.
Bargain Shopping says she has one right in her hand. So does it say Department 56 on the bottom of it, Carol?
Does it say Department 56 on the bottom?
I live by Lake Superior, California, greenhorn fisherman. I don't fish as big a fish as you do, but read above. I answered earlier. Oh, well,
Only muskies.
no markings on ornament, but on tag. We missed it. Sorry, Carol. We're bad people.
Oh, like there was a paper tag on the string? Is that what she means?
Yeah,
Yeah, these are out of the box. I'm just gonna list them and see what happens.
last them. Oh, you're watching movies. Fun.
I just
Yeah,
got
California. What?
I just got an email from eBay saying eBay will begin intermediating payments on its marketplace platform.
What does that mean?
I have no idea. I read it and it doesn't make sense to me.
Doesn't that mean they're gonna try to open it up more for like other payment options besides PayPal or something?
That's what it kind of seems like.
I think I
Well,
saw
that would make
something
sense.
in one of the groups about it or something.
Well, that would make sense. Oh, I got a sale. Yay!
There you go.
Good job.
Get it?
I am. Oh, and I got an email from Dwayne.
He's like, you better get your stuff ready for that auction show instead of sitting on YouTube all night.
I know. I'm supposed to
Did you submit your pictures? When are you supposed to have those in by? Oh,
today.
Valerie read it. I hope she's better.
eBay
Hi,
is
Valerie.
breaking ties with PayPal
Hey.
by 2020. Really?
Really, what?
They're ditching PayPal over the next 3 years.
Yeah, there's some,
Really?
I saw something like that in a Facebook group.
You mean like
I
they're-
didn't read it.
PayPal's
I
not
have
going
a
to.
video on it.
Yeah, they're gonna like put it up where it's more than just PayPal being.
Oh no, well that's what. But I mean, they're not going to eliminate PayPal.
No, well, there is something. Go in Alabama Pickers. I think there's a whole article about it.
Well, how can they do that?
Why don't
I
you go
have a-
read it and then you can report us on the abbreviated version?
Well, who posted it?
Oh,
Did eBay?
This guy said that he received an email about ditching PayPal within the next few years, and then somebody
Is it from eBay or is it from some eBayer?
I got a message directly from eBay.
It's from the email's from eBay, but somebody posted a link to like the eBay policy on it or whatever. But I mean, now the chat's getting like, I mean, it's like everybody's commenting on it, and here it is. Okay, here. I'll see if I can share it with you since you're interested.
Hey, Dwayne, I'm all ready. I have my Walking Dead wine.
There you go.
It's interesting, but I would try. I don't think I can share this with you.
You gotta have me on the 6-pack so I can drink my wine.
You can drink your wine anytime you want.
Yeah.
How you feeling, Valerie? You sound a little stuffy.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Excuse me.
You're not walking on sunshine. You're just okay.
Hubcap Joe video.
Did you drink that Walking Dead wine yet? Did you start drinking that Walking Dead wine yet?
Nikki, have you drank it yet? No?
It's still closed.
I went to my liquor store and I asked them about it, but they said they didn't have it.
Oh. Yeah, it's like $16 a bottle.
Jeez.
I was like, holy shit, $16 a bottle?
I only drink $8.
Better get messed up.
So does your bottle do that? What you had in that video?
Yeah, that was my video. Yeah, of my bottle.
Oh.
Yeah, and
so does it only do it once?
Huh?
Does it only do it once?
No, it can do it anytime I do it on my phone.
Oh, you do it on your phone.
So
yeah, there's an app on the phone, and you hold it up, and the cool thing is, the closer you are to the bottle, it makes it look like he's cracking your screen on your phone.
Huh.
Oh,
but if you hold it way back, he doesn't crack your screen. But if you get close up, he cracks your screen.
Ooh.
Pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Okay, I love Walking Dead. Yes, I am a huge Walking Dead fan. Love it. Yes, I'm on the auction show this week on Dwayne's channel. That's Saturday on Mothership Products channel. I'm going to be on the auction show along with Cincinnati Picker and his wife and Joni Kramer. Go subscribe to his channel and come watch the auction or come bid. Come buy my stuff. Karen's at the beach, drinks Fox wine, and proud of it.
Oh, so it's by Danville.
Okay, yeah.
That's Bernard.
No.
Okay,
This wine is a red wine.
Lexington.
It's a Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yeah.
I'm making my Italian ancestors shaming them because I don't know that much about wine. $16, I wouldn't drink it. I would have Rick Grimes sign it or dare. Oh my God! If I met Norman Reedus in real life, I'd be like, in my life.
Yeah. Nikki has to travel to Georgia to try to hook up with Norman Reedus to get him to sign her bottle.
Nikki, if you and I were standing in front of Norman Reedus, you would have to keep fanning me so I'd stop passing.
I'd let Norman Reedus sign my.
I'd let Norman Reedus sign your boot.
Sign your what?
My boot. I said I'd let Norman Reedus sign my boot.
Yeah, come buy my shit. I'm not monetized yet. Yeah, I can say shit if I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when they review your videos, they're going to catch all your swear words, and then they'll be like, no, we're not monetizing her.
Then I'll be on YouTube going, now they won't monetize me because I got a potty mouth.
I have, when I was going through my videos, I have one video that they say, this was deemed not suitable for children and stuff. And so they took monetization off of it. And so whenever I clicked on it or whatever, it said, do you want to, or it says, do you confirm that this is a suitable for children video? And I was like, cancel. I can't say that it is, man. I'll just leave it as it is. You know?
Now, it wasn't another one of those videos.
Oh my God, you guys! You should go watch the guy that's on Storage Wars, the German guy.
Oh man,
He has a YouTube channel that's like Bargain Hunters or something like that, whatever the name of his show is. Anyway, I'm like, Jim, watch this video. He's got his wife, because he's kind of a big, heavy guy. He's got his wife, and she's very fit. She's walking around in like a bra, white bra, you know, stuff,
like a white tank top,
whatever,
like
stuff sticking out
with a bare midriff, so
Yeah.
you can see her belly. You
Yeah.
can see her.
Like she's been in a freezer for about 30 minutes, you know. Anyway, and then she's walking around. I'm like, oh my God, he's totally like putting his wife out there, you know, dressed skimpy. And all the comments under the video are like, you know, all this like talk about his wife's appearance.
And he's
and
making
stuff.
sure he's getting plenty of shots in her chest and stuff. It's like, oh man, it was boring.
Yeah.
Dwayne.
They got a whole bunch of Lionel train, and they didn't need her. I didn't care about her boobs. I wanted to see the train.
I don't know if I can.
What is that, Nikki?
I don't know if I can sell this on his because I can't get a good view of it on here.
Oh,
Oh.
Well, that means Tara will be able to get it cheaper.
can you take a picture of it and screenshot it
I'm gonna have to.
during the thing? What is that of? A battle?
No, it's
of
a mine.
2 mines, Susquehanna and Webb Mine. It's a 1942 picture, and it's oh, you guys got to see my ugly ceiling. See, and it's a panoramic photo, 1942, framed photo, and it's huge.
It doesn't show up that bad. There isn't that bad a glare on it, honestly.
Yeah,
I mean, you're not gonna be able to really see it all at once because it's a long photo.
yeah.
You know what you could do though? When you know what you should do is when you if you're gonna do that, take a picture of it and then you could screenshot the picture of it and then you could show it live too.
That's
But
a
you
great
could screenshot the photo of it. Oh, are you being sarcastic? Oh, it's because you said it. Nobody likes the smarty pants, Jim. Just by the way.
Haven't you learned anything from?
Tara will be able to get it. Hold on, sorry.
It's a cool picture.
It's cool.
You think it'll sell on there?
I don't know, Nikki. I'm not
On the auction
psychic.
show?
Yeah, on Dwayne's.
I got some for the humor factor. I got a whole bunch of DVDs tonight at the auction. They're all about weed.
There you go. How many items you got to have? 6?
Yeah, you gotta have 6 items.
You'll have good buyers though, because you're going on with Cincinnati Picker's wife, and is the other one Joni Kramer? I don't really know her. Does she do videos? I've seen her in chats.
Nikki, are you building door unfrozen so you can grab some auction treasures? Oh, is your building door unfrozen? Yes. Hi, Nevermore Antiques. So anyways, that picture is one of the things. And then I'm peddling weed videos. I tried to get some, tonight they had a bunch of, what do you call it? Nazi memorabilia, Nazi, not memorabilia. What would you call it?
Military.
Nazis, though. Hitler.
Yeah.
They had a bunch of that stuff I was trying to get in on to get for the auction too on Saturday.
What was it, like GI bring back stuff?
I don't know what it was. There was some Nazi coins. There was some.
Oh, the coins don't do.
No.
There was a Nazi poster, but it was a propaganda. That's the word I was trying to say.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them.
There's a girl.
A lot of productions on those posters.
Hi, Flip It or Else. Welcome to the channel. Yeah. So yeah, go to Dwayne Mothership Product Auction on Saturday at what time is it at? 7 p.m. Central Time, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Is
Michelle.
it Sin?
Yeah, 7 Central. Jim and Tara, I was spending some time with the boy. We just got done watching a movie. He has been sick. Well, how dare you spend time with your kids and not with us on YouTube? Yeah, 7 p.m. Central.
Oh, that was Jessica.
Yeah.
See you, Dwayne. He had congratulations on your 20 years of marriage, by the way. He had his anniversary yesterday. Him and Heather have been married 20 years. I'm beating you, though, Dwayne. I'm on 25.
See you, Dwayne.
I gotta go, ladies, and Jim.
Jim's beating you, but he had 2 marriages to achieve
I'm
it.
at 24. Yeah, I'm 24 years married, but to 2 different women.
Never more antiques. We'll just sold the ball joint, not the 420 kind. Yeah, I saw those DVDs today. I was like, yeah, there's my humor factor.
Well,
Oh, and I also got this mug today. It's so funny. It sells like for $17 on eBay though. It's Jesus Shaves. It's this mug.
Oh my.
It's like my Walking Dead mug. It's out in the car right now, but it's like my Walking Dead mug. When you pour hot stuff in it, it goes from Jesus Saves, and he is holding like scissors and money in his hand, and it goes to Jesus Shaves, and he's holding a razor in his hand. Brand new in the box mug. Maybe I'll throw that in there with the weed DVDs.
That's funny.
I'm telling you all my good stuff.
Nikki, that's a good topic, though, because spring's right around the corner, so it's going to be gardening season, so people will want to know about weeds and weeding.
I know. My daughter's like, you can't sell that. You got to give that to Grandpa. I was like, no, I'm going to sell it. So where is Dusty, your old buddy? Probably working on his eBay. He's around. He's doing his own thing. He is PayPal. I just was reading somebody else's thing. YouTube is kind of taken away from his business, so he's kind of stepping back from YouTube a little bit. Not as far as all the live shows that he was on.
Dusty.
Yeah, we talked about the eBay dropping PayPal. Do you have something to say about it?
Well, it's going to be like over the next 15 years.
Yeah,
so it's not tomorrow.
But is it?
Yeah, it said 2021.
I wonder, are they just creating their own payment system or what?
Oh my God, they're going to make me read this thing. eBay announced that it will stop working with PayPal as its backup payment service in 2020. It'll start to move a small percentage of its payments volumes to a new partner later that year. Signed a long-term deal with some Amsterdam-based company that was founded in 2006. Counted global companies like Uber, Netflix, and Spotify among its customer base.
I was totally away from the computer today, so I don't know. So Aiden,
I'm in love with PayPal, but why am I afraid of an Amsterdam being?
Yeah, they smoke dope in Amsterdam. I don't know if I trust a bunch of dope smokers handling my payments.
Good Lord.
they're probably gonna. Maybe they might do it like we've been requesting them to do. Take out our sales fees right away, like Amazon does. That's probably what they're gonna do.
I don't know.
That's probably why they're doing it that way.
Well, because PayPal
I muted you, Michelle, because you're really loud humming.
You got something running by you or something. Sounds like a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, it's super loud.
Last 3 letters. Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
It's a wind tunnel.
I don't have a wind tunnel, and I only have my tablet next to it's not running.
You got her
It's really loud.
I have my headphones in. I can try different headphones.
Maybe turn down your volume or something. I don't know.
PayPal
I would assume that whatever payment thing that they instill will work with. They'll probably have it where they can pay with PayPal onto that site, or kind of like what Amazon does. They can enter their credit card information or whatever.
It will remain a payment option for shoppers, but it won't be predominantly featured ahead of debit or credit card options as it is today. Oh, wow, but it says PayPal will cease to process card payments for eBay at that time.
The what?
The only thing that sounds like a wind tunnel is my computer.
It says that PayPal will cease to process card payments for eBay at that time in 2020.
So you can only pay with PayPal if you have a PayPal account.
I'm hoping to be independently wealthy by then, so I won't have to worry about it.
Well, it's 2020, so we got 2 years to worry.
Exactly.
All right, I can do it in 2 years. Oh, he bought out a Chevy dealership. Way to go! What the fuck just moved by my foot?
Huh?
Oh, there was something down by my table. I felt something move in the dark. I was like, "What the hell?" I live in the country. Mice is a thing I live with. He bought out a Chevy dealership. That's gonna be awesome. You know, I kicked myself this last summer because there was a
those jerks. Oh, sorry.
There was a dealership that went out of business, and they had an auction, and I thought I could have went to a steam show, or I could have went to this auction. And I thought, there's going to be a lot of heavy hitters at that auction. I'm not going to be able to touch nothing. So I decided to go to the steam show because there was a lot of flea markets there also. And steam shows are a thing, you know. Well, anyways, so I decided to go to the steam show. I found out that stuff was going dirt cheap. They were practically giving the stuff away. I was so mad at myself. I was like, why? Why would I do that to myself? Do you sell fishing stuff? No, I keep my fishing stuff.
I went to an auction late because I thought that there was something there that I would have bought, but I thought it was going to go way too expensive. It was one of those miniature trucks, those little white trucks that they use for they're like from foreign countries, but they're tiny. They're almost like a Cushman golf cart. They're not strictly. It's like a miniature flatbed truck. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They got little tires. It's a little bitty truck. I got there. I said, "Oh yeah, how much for the truck?" Because they started it. They go, "Yeah, I can't believe it. It runs." The guy bought for $30.
Wow.
The truck sold for $30, and I missed it by about 15 minutes. I'm like, "Oh my god."
Oh wow. I don't normally miss auctions, Nevermore Antique. So it was a rarity that I actually picked something over a stock. Go on, Jim. Sorry.
No, that was it. That's all I had.
End of story.
Last summer, I bought a Dodge Hemi full of John Deere tractor parts. There was a few other kind of parts, and wouldn't you know it, in my family, we've got like a ton of John Deeres. Wouldn't you know it, not one part fit any one of our John Deeres. But I sold them all. Oh my God, I sold almost all of them, and I've made so much money on it. It's not even funny. And I bought the whole shit and caboodle of them for $12. No, because when I bid $12 on it, what I did was they had a pile of stuff there, and everybody could pick what they wanted for. I mean, they started out at like $50 a piece, and they went down to like $40 a piece, and whatever. And everybody could pick what they wanted, you know, at that price. And I just waited and waited, and then all of a sudden they got down to the end of it where it was just one. Oh, my dog is down there. I'm sorry, Willow. It's scaring the crap out of me. I thought there was a mouse under my table. It's my damn dog. Anyways, I'm kicking here. It's a stupid dog. Anyways, they got down to this huge pile. I mean, it filled the back of the Hemi truck. So you know what a Dodge Hemi is. And I ended up, I said, I got up to $12, and I wanted the other guys like, nah, she can have them. And yeah, I've made thousands off of that.
Yeah. That small auction we went to, I mean, we made a lot of money off of it, but one of the boxes were I paid $12 for the box. They were these Briggs and Stratton ignition modules I sold for $80 a piece. I was sad when the last one sold, but I think that $12 turned into $4,000 just on that one box of parts.
Nice.
It was just, I think it was like 3,800.
Oh, okay, 3,800.
Well, this last spring we went to an auction at a local pest control place, and he just built a bigger building, so he's downsizing. He's getting rid of all the stuff in the old building. Well, anyways, you guys have heard this story, but I'm telling Norbert Antique. He had this big, huge pile of tailgate covers, brand new, still with the nuts and everything with them. There was probably, I don't even know how many there were. I know I've got at least like 50 of them left, and I've sold tons. Anyways, and I sold them for anywhere from $30 to $50 a piece. And then they had 2 bumpers, used bumpers. I sold those both for like $250 a piece, and I sold. Anyways, I bought the whole. Nobody wanted it. I bought the whole thing for $5. The whole pile of the stuff for $5. And I've made so much money off of that. It's not even funny.
Well,
everybody thought it was just a bunch of crap sitting there.
Phew.
So, yeah,
all you gotta do is find one good thing.
Huh?
All you gotta do is find one good thing if you get it for the right price.
Oh yeah. I mean, we bought other stuff too, but yeah, that was where I made my money. And like the bumpers, I just sold those on. I listed them on eBay, and I listed them on Craigslist. This one girl came and bought one, didn't even question the price, just came, handed me the money, and took it. And then this other guy came and bought the other bumper, didn't even question me, just took it. Oh. And then we also had one of those cycle things. It's like a stationary thing. You put your bike in it, your regular ride-around bike, you know.
Yeah.
And it makes it a stationary bike for you. I can't cycle off, I think it's called. I paid like $5 for that. I sold the thing for like $70. Yeah, it was like brand new. Valerie, Mike wants to know how you're feeling.
Well, Valerie's not by her desk right now.
Hi guys.
Headphones on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I heard you.
Yeah,
I'm doing okay.
Good. Yeah, it was a Cycle Ops trainer. Yeah. We made a lot of money off that auction too. It was nice.
I don't like when you say stuff to me.
Makes up for the whole damn truck GPS unit I bought. Well, I only paid $1 for it. But what was I expecting? But it had all these brand new antennas and stuff with it. I thought for sure it would sell. I had that stuff listed for, gosh, like 6-8 months, and I still never sold anything off of it. So. Is this the same Jessica Smith who posted? No, it's not the same one.
No, this is Mama J.
Yeah.
No, I'm the real Jessica Smith.
Yeah. Well, the real Jessica Smith, please stand up.
One of my best lessons in my whole online sales career, I was selling a Stairmaster for a friend. Well, I didn't know the thing was 125 pounds. And I didn't learn until I said I would do it, and I already had the freaking thing in my house, that it would have to be crated.
Yeah.
Air quotes. And I kind of stalled for a week or so. Somebody bought it in rural Florida. Mm-hmm. And I started sort of hyperventilating, and I drove up on one of the off-ramps. There was a pack mail. We ship anything, anywhere, anytime. Aha. Angels are singing above. There's lights from below. I'm like, I think this is the answer. And I got a quote and ended up blanket wrapping the thing, and it went by truck.
Wow.
But that was like the big item less than all in one, and I'm thinking I'm never selling anything that heavy ever.
Oh,
But
gotta get yourself a gym.
absolutely.
What was it? I didn't get what it was.
It was one of the original Stairmasters. It wasn't the original, but it was.
Boy.
It was in the first series, and that darn thing was heavy.
Did you buy it or did you do it on consignment?
It was my mom's friend, and this is probably 10 years ago now, so I had 5 years experience, but I didn't know big, heavy shipping kind of things. I said, oh yeah, I can send it. Well, who cares? It'll be easy. I'll just do something. Yeah. I didn't know what to do. But it went, and a church bought the Stairmaster for their pastor.
Oh.
And he loved it. Who knew? They paid like $800 and something, and I think the shipping was like $600.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Yeah. But it was the lesson that I probably needed, even though I didn't think that then. If it doesn't fit in a poly mailer, I ain't shipping it. And I've sent some bigger stuff, but hearing her story just reminded me of that Stairmaster.
I've shipped big manufacturing machines and everything. Nothing scares me.
Okay,
I just put on there that buyer is responsible for arranging and paying freight or shipping.
Right.
And most people that are buying that big of a thing usually knows what.
Absolutely. Well, and I think for me, I was being helpful, but they had to agree to the quote. And they were happy to get the item.
Yeah. Hi, Working Class Outdoors. He said, I never knew there were picker channels until I subbed Poplar Picker today. Thank you for your sub. You also. But yeah, we're everywhere. Like a couple of us go to auctions. Some people go to thrift stores. Some are selling clothing sellers.
All kinds.
Do any of you girls sell makeup on eBay?
Only if I come across it. I've sold some Mary Kay.
I'm not really. I mostly sell man stuff, or mostly man stuff, or like collectibles and stuff like that, or parts, and that's the main stuff I do. But if I go somewhere or to an auction or something, and I find that stuff, I'll sell it.
It's harder to
if I
find.
can make a profit on it, I sell it.
It's harder to find makeup that's worth enough price point to sell. That's cheap if it's not spoiled already, and you don't want to be selling spoiled shit. Which I'm not saying you can't find it, but it's not like abundant like other things.
Yeah.
I remember one time I went to a rummage sale and they were selling Gucci perfume, and I bought the Gucci perfume for a couple bucks, a brand new bottle, and it never sold. I had it up for like 2 years, never sold. Do you buy storage units? Not anymore.
I've had good luck with vintage perfume, and I don't know why. But I mean, I usually always knock.
I think vintage perfume has followers.
Yeah, but it won't even.
They're like built-in followers.
I mean, it'll be like old perfume. It doesn't even smell that good. I'll be like, ugh, and it'll sell.
Well, I loved and wore Sand and Sable forever, and I would just keep buying it on eBay. And there's a few that I got that were knockoffs, but the rest of it was legitimate, authentic, and it just became harder and more expensive. So I switched. But there's certain colors, certain eyeshadows, certain perfumes, they will pay out the nose to get it.
I've sold perfume for good money. Now, Nikki, what kind of man stuff you sell? I sell all kinds of man stuff. Like parts for tractors, parts for cars. I just say man stuff. It's just easier. Because anytime I have it used to be when I used to have rummage sales, people would come by and men would come by and they're like, where's all the man stuff? So I start getting more man stuff. And let me tell you, man stuff sells more than, I don't know. I hate
Women stuff?
I never watch her much, but she seems sweet and really vibrant. My wife sells Unique makeup. You guys know about Unique? Me, I don't wear makeup, so I have no clue.
Yeah.
I've had coworkers that sell it.
I'm just fine with going to Walgreens and getting some CoverGirl if I need some makeup.
I came across some Mary Kay stuff, you know, and I got it really cheap, and that stuff sold really good. I mean, I didn't have it for very long at all.
Unique's good, but it's really expensive. It's one of those quote unquote pyramid schemes, but what the multi-level marketing.
Right.
So it's a good product. You know, but like it has a good name and it works really well. There's a lot of knockoff out there, so you got to be careful. But they do have good makeup, but it is really expensive because unfortunately they got to pay the middleman and the person above the middleman and the person below them. You know, so that's the only downfall of that. I wish the people got more of the profits. But it is good makeup, though. One of those ones with good products, you know?
Yeah, good
Like
product.
Scentsy. I love Scentsy. And it's a multi-level marketing, you know?
Going. Oh boy.
I'm doing toys that I got. I did some retail arbitrage lately.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's a Walmart here that doesn't, they don't tag their clearance. So the only way you can see what the price is if you get, because they don't have scanners in their store either. So you have to get an app that's got the scanner on it, the Walmart app, and you have to put it to your store that you're in. You scan them, and it'll tell you what the price is there. And like I'm getting these cool toys like for $1 and $2. Like I got Wonder Woman Barbies for $2, and I'm like, well, I can handle that, you know.
Yeah.
So I've been hitting that up, and I've been scanning the crap out of toys and finding some good stuff. Some crap, but some of it.
Yeah.
was
I
worth
always pick up at Walmart. I bought a whole bunch of Star Wars X-wings, and then when the new movie was coming out this year, I mean, I bought them for $5 a piece, and I was selling them for $50 a piece, and that was a Walmart clearance the year before. I
got Star Wars, the girl. It's a girl one. A girl. I don't know what she is, but she's a girl. Like Star Wars figurine doll. It's like a Barbie doll, but it's a figurine, I guess, for Star Wars. Yeah. And I got like 6 of those today for $2 each. I was like,
I'm gonna have to check Walmart.
For that price, I'll pick them all up, you know?
Yeah, I have to go check I haven't been to Walmart for a couple weeks. I'll have to go check it out.
I'll probably go.
Actually, like last spring on clearance, they had these up here. They had these casting nets for fishing. You know, like a net you throw in the water to catch fish. They had them on clearance for like, I don't know, $1.50 or $2. I was sold out of those in like a month. They sold really fast.
Wow. Yeah, I
don't do everything retail arbitrage, but if I'm in Walmart and I figure I could pay for my groceries by selling some stuff they got on clearance, why not?
We were selling those nets for more than they sold at Walmart when they were regular price.
I got these Disney Zoos or what, Zoom.
Oh yeah.
This was $1.50.
Huh.
And they go for like 12 or 13. I mean, I think I did pretty good. I got a Lego set that was marked 49 on clearance, and when I scanned it, it was 25. So that's the only thing I paid up for, because it goes for like 60. So, and I kept the receipt. So like, I'll see how it does.
How much did you pay for it?
25.
Not bad.
I mean, it's not too bad, and it's what it is. It's the female Justice League. So I mean, it's like not like a weird one, you know. It's one that would do pretty well, I think. It's Girls Justice League, and it's a big set. So even the little sets were going for $7, so $25. I was like, for a big Lego set, that's a decent price.
Nevermore wants to know.
Oh, sorry.
Where did you get the Lego set?
Where did I get the Lego set?
Yeah.
Walmart retail arbitrage.
Oh.
Walmart clearance. It was. It's. I'll show you real quick. I'm wearing my pajamas, but I don't care.
I'm in my pajamas. Makes us work better if we're in our pajamas, right?
Huh?
It makes us work better if we're in our pajamas, right?
Yeah. You don't sound like you're getting any better, Michelle.
I think I'm at the very, very end.
You're not coughing.
But I'm not coughing. But I do have a couple moments, like when I walk from the office to the train, which is like 3 blocks. It just irritates my throat a little bit. So I don't hack, but I cough.
Eat my Lego?
Yeah. But you don't like my sexy, former smoker voice? So I cough and laugh.
She's showing the Legos. I don't, my Walmart hardly ever has anything.
It's $1,000.
They have stuff on clearance, but I don't find the good deals that everybody else does. Mine has everything. Mine is right around eBay prices. So
this is 1,078 pieces, so it's a big one.
Oh,
it's pretty cool. I don't know. I thought it was neat.
Yeah, the Walmart that's closer to me, once in a while they'll have good clearance. I mean, they got a clearance, and sometimes once in a while I'll find good clearance. But then there's another one that's an hour from me. That if I go check their clearance, I'll get better deals out of that one. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Do you guys look at the grocery store? Sorry.
And I got a Kylo Ren puffy scooter for $10.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had a shit ton of them.
Huh.
I don't know why they were so cheap. Online, they're like $30.
Huh. Star Wars must not have sold out as good this Christmas as they thought it was going to.
Not that sticker.
So they're ringing up right at the register too, Jessica?
Yeah.
That's good.
I didn't have any problems. That's why I was using the scan app, because then it's like what it's in the system as versus what the sticker says. So I just ignore the stickers because they don't mark their stuff down like they're supposed to. And I just scan it, so that way I know what it's going to actually ring up at the register, because it's just like if they scan it.
Yeah. Okay.
But and I got like 15 pairs of little girls Disney high heels, the like different princess ones, and they were $1 a pair, and I was like, Aiden, grab them all.
Oh yeah.
It's for Disney dress up $1 a pair, and then like I'll just sell the duplicates and give Sophia a whole set of different princess shoes.
Heck
Yeah.
Can't beat that.
No, there was some good stuff. So I'll keep going back every probably week or two, because that might be my new little secret honey hole if I do well.
Yeah.
You don't have Shopgoes over there, do you?
No.
Oh yeah, Shopgoes like around here, they'll put stuff like crazy, like 90% off clearance.
Wow.
Yeah.
Their clearance
I keep saying I'm gonna go check out Shopko after you said that, but I always forget.
I
The
don't
only time I
know.
ever go to Shopko is when I need another pair of Skechers.
I always go check out the clearance stuff and that. And like mine in town here, they'll have stuff that'll be like 90% off. Even the one that's like half hour away from me, they'll have pretty good clearance. In fact, I should probably start checking it out now that it's January. They start really slashing the stuff in their clearance out.
The Thrill of Thrifting said the clearance here is high price junk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all my other Walmarts that are, I say local, but local's pretty far for us, but to us it's local. But all the other local Walmarts are priced not good. I mean, they're priced way too high to source from.
Do you guys ever look at the grocery store clearance? Or the clearance when they're bringing out the carts of like Valentine's candy or Christmas candy.
I don't sell a lot of candy because I don't have a good way. I don't want to store it in my house. And if I store it like where I store my eBay inventory,
Right.
it's a cold storage building. I mean, chocolate would freeze or whatever, and then it might get all screwy looking.
Right, right.
I always said if anyone gets a stomach virus, get to the doctor. I just had it, lost 35 pounds in 48 hours and dehydrated. It's hard to recover from if you live.
If you live, it only took me 3 weeks and I'm on the tail end. So I second that. If you think you're sick, you better get to the doctor.
Home and garden is a good place to check clearance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I, like, I know this is just terrible of me and it's totally a joke, but I kind of need that flu.
Nice.
Well, I'm down 19 pounds.
You're awful.
35 pounds in
I would-
48 hours?
I would love that. I'll take your 35 pounds and you can have my 19 pounds.
I'd rather be fat. You could die from that.
I'm just.
Oh my God, Jessica! When you said that, I thought you were stopped up. I'm like, oh boy.
Kind of like when I say I wish I could use meth long enough to get skinny.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Well, I don't know if you get skinny, but you won't care if you're fat anymore.
Yeah.
Well, you will lose the weight of having your own teeth in your mouth.
Yeah, how much?
What is that? 3 ounces? 4 ounces?
I don't know.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
At least you have to uptick to a pound for it to count.
No, but seriously, that's good that they got it taken care of, though. That's no good.
There was a nurse that posted something about the flu and basically reiterated that, and I shared that. Because it's, if you're a baby or young kid, it's tough.
Well, when we went to the doctor today, Aiden had to get a flu swab in his nose, and they were out of flu swabs. Like, it's that, I mean.
Is he sick?
Yeah.
Well, definitely lots of fluids. Lots of water to consume.
Yeah, he doesn't have the flu. He actually has bronchial issues, is what it ended up being. So we were glad that it was. I mean, we'll take it.
Definitely.
So they gave him a steroid inhaler, but he'll be all right.
Well, if Comfy Life says he lost 35 pounds in 48 hours, why would he lie? So, anyways, I hope you get better, Comfy Life. Hate to see my friend sick. And sometimes we say, I don't know, I believe it, but sometimes we say things to make a point too. So whatever, got the point across. Meth doesn't cause you to lose weight anymore. Oh. Well, there goes that weight loss plan.
Well, I guess it's back to tapeworm.
How about
Yeah.
that make you lose weight?
Oh my God, my husband used to want to go to Canada and get these worms put in them, or I think
Ew.
they eat them, or you swallow them, because they're supposed to get rid of asthma.
Oh.
There's some kind of
No,
pinworms or something.
I don't want to have to put. I don't want to put any parasite in my body that not on purpose anyway.
Damage his kidneys bad. I bet if you were that dehydrated that you lost that much weight, I bet.
They're posters from IKEA.
That maybe that's what's going on with my dad right now. They said it was medicine, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was that flu.
Yeah.
He's been down for 2 weeks now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's one of those ringamajigs.
I got another one.
I got one in my kitchen.
Oh my God.
This one really looks like it's like doing some damage though.
I know. I used to do. Oh my God! I used to make so many jokes about those.
They're so funky.
I used to hold those things up at Walmart and go, "Hey, dear."
Right? Why did they have to make it such like a no? This is a children's toy.
As a matter of fact, my daughter gave one of those to her choir teacher one time who's gay.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, it works.
Window talk. Oh,
No, that's not different. It's like a penguin.
It's a Hatchimal.
Oh, it's a hat. Okay.
Never more antiques. Like, keep your finger out of its mouth.
It was like actually biting down on my finger.
It's a gym set.
Oh, bite your pinky. It'll actually you can hold it. You can stick your pinky, open its mouth, stick your pinky in, and then close its mouth, and you can actually.
No.
There goes the monetization. Yeah, no kidding, right?
I'll wake up in the morning and I'll grab that thing and I'll just be sitting there and it goes wow 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 wow.
Yeah. And that was the original reason why she gave it to her choir teacher, because he does that. And yeah, and I laughed so damn hard when she picked that out for a present for her choir teacher. He loved it, I guess. This sounds like my wife. You can talk big because your wife's not watching, right?
I wonder if the Hatchimal's worth anything because he's hatched.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Didn't that thing kind of crash like after the first?
Well, what happened was they weren't hatching. Like they weren't doing what they're supposed to do. But I just wonder if they're worth anything. Like they still, it still does stuff. It's still like, please stop.
Yeah, she didn't see it. Otherwise, she would have smacked you in the back of the head, probably.
What? Yeah.
Hey, Nevermore's wife.
I don't know.
He just said that sounded like you. No.
Besides another one. Get out of here.
Get together.
Oh, they do go for something. Hatched.
Do they?
Really?
Yeah. $20.
All right.
Really?
Well, it's better than a kick in the butt.
Right?
You pay for it.
99 cents at Goodwill.
Well, my daughter had a Teletubby one time. I wish I would have saved it, but it ended up getting lost. And it used to say the bad word that you call a gay person that they don't like that starts with an F. It said that twice, and then it said "bite my butt."
What?
Yeah, yeah. We bought it for her. Well, my sister bought it for her. When she was in Teletubby mode, and she's like 20 now, so yeah, probably like 18
Why'd you
years
do
ago.
it, Nick?
It got lost when we moved.
Oh, you probably could have got a lot of money for that thing.
I probably could have.
They had them at Walmart today, and I was like, "Why are there Teletubbies here?" But they had them for like $5, all brand new.
Huh.
Well, no, this poll said that. I don't know how many other ones did, and this was like I said, like 17 years ago. But
right,
just 17 years ago.
I'm sure they got it by now.
I was talking to one of the train riders about my son. He had a best friend. She was a girl like when they were like 5. And I just sit and think about the math to come up with their age. My son and her were the same age. I think I'd have figured that out on the fly, right at that moment. Crazy.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really cares about those Hatchimals anymore.
They're still going. I'm looking at comps right now.
So is it something that would be good for like a birthday, not just like Christmas?
You know, they're probably buying them because they can never see them open. It's like, I'm already open.
Oh my god! Remember like last year or like Christmas before when those people they'd be like reaching out, punching those things, and then selling them. They wouldn't hatch right, so then they'd be getting the returns. But now the box is opened and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
No.
Oh,
I'm
terrible.
so glad there's no kids here. I survived the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I
Lucky.
remember those.
One day I'll survive that.
But I didn't have to survive Skydancer and Lula Loopy.
Oh
and
my gosh,
all that other
Skydancers were
shit.
so great.
No.
Yeah.
They didn't get rid of them because kids were like hitting themselves in the eye with them or something.
They still make them. They still make them.
Did they change them or something? Because I know it was kids were like spinning them and hitting themselves in the eyes.
No, they're still this. Well, okay, the last one that they made that I know of for sure was in 2013. 2013, and it was. I mean, it was the same as the old ones. They just detached when you press the trigger.
Right. I mean, I got no problem with them. I'm all for Darwin.
They're cool. I don't know.
Did your daughter have them? Are they that old, Jim?
Maybe.
Just pre-fit your kid for a
No, I think
patch.
I do remember on the news that was a big recall because kids, when they spun them, the thing would fly into the kid's eye. It was actually like taking kids' eyes out. Not the smart kid. There were kids.
Welcome back.
I didn't know about no eyeballs falling out, so I don't know.
I never got toys like that when I was young, so I don't know.
When they do these recalls and stuff, I mean, some of it's like a hypothetical, like this could possibly happen.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I could probably take anything and be like, okay, well, this is how it could be used as a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Just about anything, you know?
Well, I looked up lawn darts to see how many people were killed with lawn darts. Surprised to know it was 4.
Lawn darts.
Lawn darts.
More people this year will die choking on chewing gum than died from lawn darts in the entire history of the world.
It's like a dart game you play outside in your lawn where you have these rings and then you throw these big darts and then you try to get it in the ring or whatever. But they're big, gigantic darts with like, I don't know, a 5-inch metal tip, and they get killed.
Sharp would be the key word. Sharp.
Well, I imagine it only took one case of somebody getting a dart in their head.
There was a guy in California.
Their neighbor got the dart in the head.
Well, no, it was a guy in California. His kids were playing with him. Kid A threw dart up in the air like you're not supposed to, stuck in the head of Kid B, and the Kid B died. Oh. And it was a male that died.
What does that got to do with this?
Well, it's better in court.
Oh.
So then they went to, get a thing to fight the.
Oh no.
That's what happened to lawn darts.
That's horrible.
So now I have a black market collection of lawn darts. Along with my Corningware coffee pots. I love this.
So I got these posters on sale at IKEA to sell. And the one that was worth the most money is the one I left because I thought it was ugly as hell.
Wow.
It was only $1 and they go for like 40.
Oh.
Ugh.
I've never been in an IKEA.
Maybe I'll have to go back and get the rest of them.
I have been a couple of times. It's just weird, but I've never eaten there, but they say the food at the end of the line is really good.
It is so good. I had this like
the Swedish meatballs that are to be.
I had like
furniture, bookcases and stuff.
Yeah, they do, but they sell like this is like an art piece. It's like a unframed poster in a tube.
Yeah.
I bought some real cheap tin sauce pots for like super cheap, and I still use them. I do like them, but it's all assemble yourself cheapo crap.
Yeah, but we've had 2 dressers there, and as long as you're not like moving them and you just kind of make them and leave them. They're pretty nice actually for the price.
I like that furniture I can move around and not have it break. You gotta
Yeah, I mean, but
It's like particle board at best.
Yeah.
I mean, it's expensive though if you get nice furniture. So.
But you know the lines that people create in the mall, it's less of a line space, but people still have to go in that squirrely line. So it's just awkward. You can't really like stop and shop and keep going and talk and strategize. You just got to keep on the little assembly walk you're on.
Oh, ours has big flooring and like you can stop, and I like ours. But we I had this like toast thing with shrimp and some lettuce. It was really good. It was really good.
I love po' boys.
Grandma Magic Classic said Nick's sister tossed one up and it hit him and went through his lip and knocked his tooth out.
Ouch.
Wow.
Good sister. Take out a brother.
In California, Greenhorn Fisherman wants to know, do you guys watch Fear the Walking Dead? I do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Jim and Tara do also.
I don't.
I don't think it's as good as regular.
I don't have cable.
Yeah, it's gotten better than when they first started it.
I like Daniel.
Oh my God, it was horrible when it first started. I was like, oh my God, this is terrible.
I like Daniel. He's probably my favorite character.
When Daniel was gone, I almost quit watching it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Now they're going to put that guy that plays Morgan over there.
Yeah.
I saw him.
Fear the Walking Dead, you definitely have to watch it, and it gets better as it goes on.
Morgan is in that new Blade Runner movie too.
Is he?
Sorry, go lay down. Yes. I'll be up there in a minute. So.
Plays the same kind of crazy person.
Grandma Magic Classics said he hasn't let his sister live it down either. Remember when you tried to kill me?
Nice.
I was like, hey, you see this fake tooth here? You did that.
When does Fear the Walking Dead start again? I thought they were supposed to be on during the mid-season break, but I guess not.
I thought it was like July.
Yeah, I think it's later because I thought
regular Walking Dead's going to come on before Fear is.
Yeah.
Regular Walking Dead's coming back on in February.
February, yeah. Can't wait. That's when we find out what happens tomorrow. Huh?
Should be good. I hope. I think it's going to be sad, but it should be good.
Oh. In the middle of the year, yeah. That's right, it is. I usually watch it. I used to watch it when it would come out on Netflix, but now I watch it when I watch episodes now. I also watch Z Nation. I'm waiting for that to start up again. Like what, next year?
Yeah, I don't really watch that one.
Oh, Z Nation. Yeah, that one's pretty good. But kind of easy. I didn't start watching it until they were headed for Terminus. They weren't there yet. But I think it was after The Governor when I started watching it. Because somebody just told me, oh, yeah, it's really good. I saw a little bits and pieces of it on AMC. And I'm like, it's a zombie show. It doesn't look that good. But then I binge watched it on Netflix. And then I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. And then I started watching it.
Yeah. Well, that's like I've told you guys before. You know, I love zombie stuff. I love playing zombie games. I've always liked zombie movies. But when they came out with Walking Dead, I was like, really? How long is that going to go for? You know? I mean, the zombies are going to come out. They're going to figure out the cure and get rid of all the zombies. But, so I didn't start watching a lot. So I was like, I'm not even going to bother. A TV show about zombies, that's going to be stupid. So I didn't start watching it till like 4th or 5th season. I think it was the 4th season. And I was like, oh my God. You know, and I was
hooked. It's not really a show about zombies.
Black Ops zombies, yeah. What'd you say, Jim?
It's not really a show about zombies. It's a show about how people deal with a bad situation The zombies are really props. Because one day it's zombies, one day it's other survivors you fight, the next day it's that virus disease you're fighting. It's like all the things you're going to run into in the post-zombie world or whatever. So it's
now it's such a little part of the show is the zombies, you know.
It's a drama.
That's what I tell everybody. You know, it's like they're like, oh, I can't watch zombies. I said, zombies is like the littlest part of the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like a prop in the show. It isn't really part of the storyline that much.
It's like when Dallas was on. What would you say Dallas was about? A couple brothers, an oil company.
Yeah.
You know, really, that was a basis, but it was very little about the oil company or whatever. It was more the drama and how the family was interacting in the problems that they and how they dealt with the problems they ran into.
That's true. Eric says, I think I'm the only person in the U.S. that hasn't watched The Walking Dead. Actually, Ainsley hasn't ever. Mother's Mustache, she's never watched it either.
Really?
What'd you say, Jessica?
I don't watch it.
You don't?
I don't either. I don't have cable.
My sister
on Netflix.
I don't have Netflix.
Well, you can download that Showbox or whatever, like Nikki told Jim.
I've tried, and I need to have maybe one-on-one, or when it's quiet, I'll ask Nikki to help me. But I haven't been able to be successful in getting it. So maybe there's an extra button I'm just not pushing.
How can we be friends? You guys haven't watched The Walking Dead.
I know. I hang my head in shame.
You should.
But you know, I spend so much time on the computer with like online sell you guys, the whole thing. I don't have time to watch TV.
What was that you were holding?
Right.
Yes.
I go to my friend's house to watch TV.
No.
I've never seen that. Search of. He said he quit. Eric said he quit watching TV after In Search of with Leonard Nimoy ended.
Oh, that was a good show.
Jessica, what were you showing to us?
Avengers fidget cubes that I got.
Oh, cool. Even Scroggins, you don't watch The Walking Dead either? Oh my gosh.
Everybody's fired. Yeah.
Group of friends. No, I'm just kidding. Valerie and Sally, why are you guys so quiet?
I'm tired. I'm trying to list.
What are you listing?
I'm okay. I just don't want to make a bunch of noise.
Are we putting you to sleep? Sorry.
Because I don't want to. I don't want to get muted.
Oh boy.
Are you serious?
No.
Shut up.
I'm just talking shit.
Are you coughing? Or what are your symptoms?
Bye, Charles. I hope you feel better soon.
What are my symptoms?
Yeah, I mean, are you getting the flu? Or are you just general discontent, sick, allergy thing?
I actually, today I started taking some antibiotics, so.
Nice.
Yeah, you look a little better than you did this morning. This morning your cheeks
I
look
felt
kind of
like,
red.
oh man, I felt like crap, but I got on there. I did the show.
Yeah. This morning,
Trooper.
you're toughed it out.
Is there a humming noise? I don't even hear it.
I don't know who asked that. Oh, that's from a long time ago. That's back from Sally a time ago.
She was muting me, probably.
He's probably messing with us.
No, there was a humming noise, but Michelle fixed it.
I changed headphones one, but the only thing that has like a mechanical motorized sound is the computer itself. So
I don't know why I'm picking it up. Maybe it's your headphones. Because like sometimes Sally has that like it sounds like a rodent like chewing on stuff.
Yes.
I don't know what it is, but but it picks it up and she wears headphones, so I don't know. The wonders of the internet.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind. I should tip this thing I sold. I might wake up if the women on the end would go on a date with me. Nice. No, we're all married.
I'm single, but I'm not available.
Oh boy.
Whatever that
Woman
means,
on the
you
end.
figure it out.
And Sally? Sally's married too. All right.
No, I'm not. I'm
No,
just
you
kidding.
are.
Sally's
What are you talking
Then she
about?
gets busted by her sister.
like, I'm single and ready to mingle, baby.
Yeah. And then here's Valerie. You're married.
I'm
We're all
just
into swingers. Yeah.
Car's only available if you're Norman Reedus.
Sister for the win.
One of those parties where y'all drop your kids in them.
I just left my office after watching the morning show twice. I was so bored, I put my pajamas.
The morning show bored you to putting pajamas on?
There's a playlist. You can put it on playlist, and it'll just play the morning show if you want to listen to it. You just go to playlist. It'll do that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What does she mean? Wait, it was this real?
This one's good.
The woman in blue? Does that mean Valerie's in blue?
I don't know
What?
mine is.
Go, Valerie.
Mine
What?
is sage green.
That's what. So I'll be able to see.
Valerie,
I need to fix my
What?
lighting.
they want you to go on a hot date with them.
Woohoo!
sounds good. She's available.
The only
Her and her meanest looking bitchy friend will also chaperone.
We're
I'll
gonna
be
be out.
Oh no.
I'll be there. I'll be there to make sure that
What the hell is going on?
it's
I'm
called
like,
matchmaking
what?
on your
What's
YouTube.
going on here?
Oh, nothing, Valerie. Just sit there. We'll talk and tell you later.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll let you
The
know.
woman in blue. There's no women in blue.
You got
That's
blue.
you.
What color are you wearing, Valerie? Is
Okay, well, so is
Red.
Nikki.
The lady in red.
The lady in red is dancing with me.
That's right. You date her, you get all of us.
Right. You're a group package.
Oh my gosh.
Flip it or else, huh?
No, Jay, you are our life. You guys are our life.
No, I don't have a life. I have kids that I like to play with, and we do stuff. But other than that,
We have a life outside the computer screen, but you guys are way more fun.
That's why we're here.
I'm trying to get watch time here, people.
There you go.
Yes, we'll have the date at my house. That way I can make sure there's no funny business.
No.
Okay?
I'll be chaperoning.
You'll have the kid noises, and you'll have the kid household to help keep him off his game.
Interesting.
I'm still shaking around, and I don't have any more damn bubble wrap.
I don't think I've ever seen you on here, Flip It or Else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know either. I thought it was somebody else, but maybe not.
What's your first name?
I thought it was one of her friends.
Okay, be right back.
One of our long.
No, we're not
Long
watching like that. We're watching to make sure that you don't do anything like that. Get it right, boy. Get it right, or I'm gonna have to step on you.
Just do it all day long.
You better talk to her like she's a lady, damn it.
Yeah, I might be not somebody we want here.
Oh my gosh, I can't even right now.
What
All right.
the hell?
Yeah.
Really? I was born in 1969.
That's funny.
Yay!
I'm giving up my age, so.
That's
thought
funny,
it was-
Nikki. That's funny.
I thought well, at first they seemed okay, you know.
Yeah.
But
We're kind of acting
And I-
weird.
Sorry,
and the way
Valerie.
they were talking, I thought it was one of our friends who doesn't come around much anymore.
Yeah, there's
you
another
know who I'm
one
talking
that has a name like that. And they don't have a picture, they just have a circle.
But once they started talking like that, I figured it couldn't have been them. Because
Bye-bye.
he's a more of a gentleman. California, got to put my son to sleep later. Nice meeting all of you. Check out my channel for a giveaway. Good night. Don't hate.
Good night.
Throw bait. That's right. Throw bait. Bye, California greenhorn fisherman. Come back again.
See you later.
It must have meant something else.
He must have.
That's a good one.
Yeah, time to exercise a wrench or two. Yeah. Well, I was waiting to see if anybody actually did, but you know,
I was gonna, but
I guess you get what you pay for. You know, when you don't pay your help much.
I was trying to give Valerie some entertainment.
You get what you pay for.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you're always welcome, California greenhorn fisherman. And if you're not doing anything Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Chick Picker's channel, there's a morning show we're all on too. So.
Yeah, come
That
on
would
over
be-
there.
Really early for you, that would be
That'd be 6 a.m., right?
6
Yeah.
a.m. That's when the fish are biting. He's a fisherman. He's up early. No, it has to be someone who hangs
Yeah,
about.
and it's gotta be.
that'd be
Well,
5.
that was when I was suspecting that it was somebody that we knew, and I just don't want to say a name, but
Who knows?
who knows? I don't think it was him because I don't think he would talk to any one of us like that.
No, I don't think so.
If you guys know who I'm talking about, I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
He can be an
Are you
ass
talking
another
about-
time. It wasn't ours.
First Lord.
No. No. We were talking about
I just had to.
the lady in blue on the end.
Check your camera, dude. I'm not wearing blue.
What are you wearing? It is blue.
It's not blue. It's
Turquoise?
It's
It's
more
black.
like a green.
it's a gray and black.
Oh.
Oh, really? It looks kind of bluish on my
It looks blue, yeah.
Okay.
Sickness must have
Right shirt.
made you
Well,
go blind.
Earlier the person was talking about drama and then he started, well, you're putting me to sleep, and then he's, you know, just then he made Charles feel bad. So I just
I missed that part.
and Charles is you leave him alone. He's a good friend of this group, so I should have kicked him out then, but I thought maybe he would behave. But
I was working. The last thing I saw was where he said he could be another reseller or whatever.
for anybody else who doesn't know, Charles is off limits. So if anybody wants to talk nasty about Charles, we gotta
I
answer
love
them.
everyone. I love you all. Oh no, that one's so nasty.
And I made a judgment call. I should have kicked him out then. But I'm straight.
Oh.
Well, I'm wearing blue too, but I didn't figure he was talking to me.
It could have been.
I don't think so.
Yep, good job, Nikki.
Yeah, I just wish I would have done it in Charles this year. Oh, well.
Okay, guys. I'm gonna go to bed. Have a good night.
Look at what Lugnut did to me.
Bye. Bye, people.
Bye.
You guys see what Lugnut did to me?
What happened?
Scratched me.
Lugnut scratched her.
I finally quit bleeding.
Oh my gosh.
We need a little spice in our life sometimes, yeah. Well, I figured if it was too bad, Charles had a red, so he could have kicked him out if he wanted to.
Yeah.
I had to change the batteries in my scale. Scale was out. The other day I was trying to weigh my stuff because I had to get it shipped out. And I had to go, my husband's watching TV in the bedroom, and what are you laughing about? Anyway, so I go into the bedroom and my husband's watching TV. I grab the remote out of his hands. I says, "Here, I need to use your batteries for a minute." Batteries for my scale, piggy.
Oh! Well, you didn't
for my shipping scale.
You didn't
Hold on, let me go
clarify.
let that guy back in here.
So, Nikki, did Gary ask you why you were sitting on your scale?
Nobody want to know why I needed his batteries. Why in the hell are you taking my batteries? I said, mind your business. No, I just kidding.
Okay.
No, I tell him I needed it for my shipping.
Oh my gosh.
One time we were watching, I don't remember what show it was, but there was this little African American girl, and she's like, mind your business. And it was so dang cute. And so now, anytime somebody says something a little, and we don't want to, or we're just joking around like, oh, we don't really want to answer that, we're like, mind your business. Me and my daughter. I hope that's not like against any race or anything to do that, but it's not meant that way. It was just, she was so dang cute. And then she just said, she's just like, mind your business. It was so cute. Her and her little Miss attitude. So cute. All right, I only have one thing to ship out tomorrow because everybody else hasn't paid.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
My phone is having trouble.
Hot joke's on you, buddy. He bought this item from me, or he bought this item from me, and he only he tried to get free shipping off of me, We ended up paying $670 for shipping, and the total of shipping was only $305. And the total that he asked off was about $3. So I ended up getting the same amount that I would have gotten if I wouldn't have. That I would the same amount that I was asking for before he made me an offer, I should say.
Night Turtle Trader.
Night Turtle Trader. Printing my label. One label. I can't even believe it. One thing. I love seeing Val lose it on the air. It's been a while.
Oh my gosh.
Why was the remote in the sock drawer? That's funny.
Thanks, OJ. Yeah, I needed a good laugh.
Oh, did we ever say goodnight to Grandma Magic Classics? Good night. I didn't see her leave. I'm sorry.
Good night, Irene.
Oh, and Jessica left. Did we even say goodnight to her?
I said good night.
Laughter is good medicine. That's why I like SpongeBob so much, because no matter how bad of a day I have, I can watch a half hour of SpongeBob and I'm feeling a lot better.
Oh.
No, I didn't get nothing done during the show. Now I know how Valerie feels. We had a couple new faces in here tonight. So that was
That's
good.
good.
Yeah.
That's always good. So you got California Greenhorn.
Yep.
Something or another. What's his
Fisherman.
name? Fisherman.
He's from Modesto.
Oh, okay.
And then there was another fisherman guy in here too earlier.
Yeah, and then there was another fisherman, but he wasn't fishing for fish.
I was subscribing to fishermen's channels. Well, it looks like it paid off. Oh. SpongeBob has a new musical on Broadway, and it's getting great reviews. Look it up. Huh. I'm not fancy enough to go to Broadway. I'm not fancy like. I have to cut my label because my box is too small.
Okay, Nikki.
I have
right.
I couldn't help myself on that one.
Oh my gosh.
I was laughing. I was like, how long is it going to take these guys to catch this one? I really wanted to throat punch through messaging. Whoa, Sassy. I had a more than rude message in response to a high counter to a lowball offer. She said she was going to call eBay until so responded with a bless you message. Sugary sweet. I really wanted to throat punch. Tough girl. I could totally see her as a scrapper though. I bet she's feisty.
Who's that?
She's on one side, but Sassy Seller. I bet
Oh,
she
yeah.
can be feisty if she needs to be. I bet she could throw punch like the best of them.
Oh my gosh.
We're doing that. You're making me tired. Actually, I do need some sleep. Oh, I didn't sleep hardly at all last night. My shoulder was hurting so bad.
Ringo, why are you doing that? Don't eat your leg.
Mom.
Yeah, that would be a good one. OG says we need a throat punch emoji and eBay message.
That'd be good.
Never more antique said don't yawn. I know it's just sketchy. Put that.
Don't eat your leg.
Don't worry, Nevermore Antiques. If you get tired, I'll just yell out to your wife and say that you said something, so then she can just smack you in the back of the head, and then you'll wake up. Now I know your wife sits behind you. Happy February from the East Coast.
Happy February. 1 month closer to spring.
Yeah.
It was like 65 here today. It was pretty nice.
I think it got up into the 40s or something, but I'm supposed to go to lunch with my mother-in-law tomorrow,
Oh,
and I don't know.
what's this going to be tomorrow?
You don't want to get her sick, you know.
I know. I tried to like
Hi, Barbara.
not. I didn't try to like get out of it, but I told her, I said, if I don't feel like I'm gonna be able to go, then I'm not gonna go.
Yeah.
And she said, well, call me in the morning and let me know.
It's someone off with $3 on a pair of $50 shoes today. I countered with 1 cent off. Hi, Black Eyed Joe.
Black Eyed Joe.
My coworker didn't want to touch my stapler. She didn't want to get sick. I said I didn't breathe on my stapler.
Barb's here.
Hi, Barb.
Howdy, Barb.
Barbarelli. Really, you're making it very hard to sit on this chair. She's got like almost the whole chair, and I'm sitting like on the edge of it. like just like a quarter of my rear is touching the chair. The rest of it is my knees holding me up, I think.
How's your arm or hands doing, Nikki?
My hands are doing pretty good, but my shoulder back here is so sore. I mean, it like kept me up most of the night last night. It was so sore.
Oh.
And ibuprofen taken away.
Maybe you need a massage, a full deep tissue massage.
The thing is, I was going to go get a massage one time when I had my back issue that time with the sciatic.
Mm-hmm.
And I made an appointment, and then somebody at work told me that they give you happy endings there. I was like, where can I go to get a massage that ain't that kind of place? So now I'm just afraid.
Yeah, I'm not letting strangers rub my body. It just would be too weird.
We have a school here, and they do really good. You ask for a senior student, and they do really good. And it's only like $28.
Huh.
I'm over the strangers touching me. If they can take out the knots and the welts and the whatnot.
No,
Actually, a lot of hair salons have a massage therapist that works for them. Oh, there's a lot of salons that do that.
And you might just get
I think it'd be pretty safe doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Me and Mike did it. We did a couples massage. Best thing we ever did. It cost a lot of money. It cost us $200, but it was the best hour we ever spent.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to massage, everything else Gary has magic fingers for, but not massage.
All right. Okay. I don't want to know.
Alrighty then.
There's a little too much information.
Yeah, let's sit on the internet. Can't feel off.
Well, and you're married too, so there's that.
I'm with Nikki on this one. Unless I'm a person, I don't want them in my space bubble.
Oh my gosh.
My own private area. I like to live there by myself until the normal course of nature has.
That's warm and fuzzies for you, Tara, right?
Bella's the 11th is like, what did I
like,
walk into?
I don't like touching people. I don't like people that don't know me touching me. I like.
Right.
I don't want to sound cold, but I don't like hugging people or any of that kind of stuff. I mean, I turn into a board. My arms are straight down. I'm like, oh God, they're hugging me. Will this end soon?
We'll sit close to each other. Like if we're in an auction, I mean, we sit next to each other. We'll sit close to each other, have our arm around the other person. But like when we walk down the sidewalk, I can tell you, me and Tara, we never walk like holding hands or anything like that. I know.
I'm not into public displays of affection.
We don't dance. I've never danced with Jim. We've been to weddings together. We just don't dance.
I asked you if you wanted to dance. She said no.
No, I didn't really want to.
Was my daughter. It was at her wedding. She was the only one that danced with me.
Oh.
I know. I don't have a dancing partner either now my brother's gone.
Oh.
The Violet Lemon says, yikes, what did I walk into? And Frankie Fines goes, wow, Nikki, wow. You guys act like you don't know us. Why are you surprised? That's all I want to say about that. OG says massage therapist has rapist the German in the title. Coincidence? Kara, you're such a German.
I'm totally a German. Because I'll be like, my son will be like, why are you teasing me? I'm like, I'm trying to make you tougher. I'm totally a German.
Nice.
I'll be like not that I'm mean to Jim, but I'll be like kind of like teasing him or whatever. It's totally a German thing. There's this line in the new Bad News Bears where they're like, it's like dating a German girl. You never know if she really loves you or not.
It's Billy Bob Thornton, and he's a coach, and he's telling the kids, baseball's like dating a German girl. No matter how much you love her, you just never know if she loves you back.
Cindy says, geez, Karen, Jim, how did you ever have children?
That's that's my ancient secret.
When a grown-up man and a grown-up woman love each other very much.
A stork brings a baby. All of a sudden, this magical stork comes through the air and delivers this baby, and that was you. And we love you so much. We loved you so much right from the moment you came from the sky.
How does the baby get in there? The stork puts it in through the belly button, of course.
German and alcohol makes children.
Jägermeister.
Yeah, Jägermeister.
Oh my gosh.
And hides in the Cabbage Patch. Yeah.
I know, but then they invade Poland. But see, I have a real complex mixture because I'm German and Polish mixed together.
Oh, geez.
Oh, goodness.
That's the long beak. Oh, my God.
That's a good one.
Brandon is actually an auction baby.
No, it's not smart. He's not being smart.
It was a schoolhouse auction where they were doing this. This company was doing these auctions out of this old. It was a shut down school. Anyway, and it was out of town. We went to this auction. We came home, whatever. But we know, just for whatever, I won't get into details, but we know that's what had happened. It was after the auction we went to. Because we didn't know for like 2 months later.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was having her help me move this washing machine of her uncle's up the basement stairs. She's like, Jim, my stomach hurts. I'm like, don't be a baby. Come on, we gotta get
Come on, woman, get with it.
It's like this World War II era washing machine. It weighs as much as a minivan.
OJ said today my 6-year-old said, Mama, did it hurt when you threw me up? Oh my God. That's so cute. Keep them as innocent as long as possible.
Was it her daughter?
His 6-year-old.
Oh, it didn't say. Because if it's your daughter, yes, it's going to hurt you too.
My daughter gave me a toy to swallow when I was pregnant for my son. Oh, that's so cute.
That is adorable. That actually is adorable.
It is.
Oh boy.
It's a son, Jim.
Oh, okay. Well, then now he knows it's good to be a guy. Because I like it when guys say we're having a baby or we're pregnant. No, you're not. I've seen women have kids. You're not. No.
Yeah.
You did this part this much. You did this much.
I will say this though, our son Brandon was the only one he was in the delivery room for, because his first boy was an emergency C-section, and then his daughter was a planned C-section, but you could only have one person in the delivery room, and she wanted to have her sister in there instead of him.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, she was finishing up. She was getting ready for her nursing boards or whatever, and they would only allow one other person in there. And I'm like, sure, I don't care. I mean, to me, I don't have to be there. I mean, unless I'm a doctor. I mean, if something went wrong, what am I supposed to do? You know?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
It's like, it's cool. I mean, I don't. Yes, there's a whole bunch of natural functions I don't have to see, so that's cool.
Eric says, I tell my son I got him at Kmart on clearance. Was he a blue light special? Well, I imagine if a man watches a baby come out, I don't imagine that does anything for.
No.
You know.
Nothing.
Watching it come out.
Nothing.
Uh-huh.
That was like a hidden mystery. I did not want anybody. I didn't want Jim looking at.
Like, you just mind wipe it.
That's what I did. I wiped it.
Yeah, I came out of the bathroom and they were doing whatever, because I was pretty good. I mean, I was just looking at the nurse across me that's helping. So, our nurse or Pete, whatever she was. Well, anyway, and yeah, the doctor doing his thing. The nurse are looking at each other at the knees. Well, we wind up down by the knees because the doctor says, can you help get her knees apart or whatever? So anyway, so I averted. I didn't see nothing, but then when I came out of the bathroom after the thing or whatever, for a second I got a split-second shot, and you just like a VCR, you know, you just erase the tape.
OJ said, my wiser 15-year-old daughter said, I'm grossed out every birthday thinking about what you two did on New Year's Eve.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Her birthday is September 5th.
Oh man!
Barb says, "What is this topic?" LOL. That's whatever we want it to be.
I almost got in a fight on the school bus. There was this kid. His parents owned the Skokie, which was it wasn't a strip bar, but they did have, like, at hunting season they'd have dancers and stuff. So they would have that at that bar, but only once in a while. But anyway, so this kid had a little bit of advanced knowledge of what goes on or whatever. So we're on the school bus, and he's a year or two older than me, and he's telling us all about the facts of life. He goes, yeah, this is how it goes down. This, that, the other thing. And I'm like, I go, hey, buddy, I don't know what kind of degenerates your parents are, but my parents... That happens from kissing. My parents never did anything like that. Those kids get mad. You're like, no, that is true. I'm like, no, it isn't. And then the other kids are like, yeah, Jimmy's right. Yeah, your parents are degenerates. So those kids get real mad, you know. So I get home and I'm real proud of myself. I tell my mom, I'm like, yeah, Mom, this kid besmirched your honor. So my mom had to get out one of those old, I don't know if you remember, they were like a big fat white book. They were like the home medical book or something of medicine.
Yeah.
It had the clear things of the woman's body and stuff with the reproductive system and all. So my mom sits me down with the book and starts pointing and stuff, telling me. And the whole time all I'm thinking is while my mom's talking is, "Oh my God, that kid was telling the truth." I mean, yeah, talk about being grossed out. I'm like, "Oh my God." I was scared. I was so sure that kid was lying.
Your parents are degenerates.
All our parents are degenerates.
And later, I would become a degenerate.
Violet Lemon says late night with Nikki Letterman. Actually, I'd rather be like Fallon or Ferguson. I hate David Letterman.
Oh my God, do you see that big beard he's got now? He looks like Father Time. I'm like, shave that stuff off.
Like
yeah, gross.
Looks like a crazy hermit or something. He's got that big bushy beard all over his face.
He looks like he lives under the underpass. And Jim Carrey's got the same thing. He's got that big woolly, like wavy beard now. They need to trim that stuff up.
Oh, hey, Valerie. You were in blue on the end, by the way. You must have had a sweater or sweatshirt on. You had a blue sweatshirt on at part of the show, and you were on the end. It shows it on my screen.
Oh.
So what's you?
It was purple.
Oh, blue.
Maybe the guy's colorblind.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, guy. Whatever Valerie thinks it was, that's what it was.
I could be
Just
like
go
a
with
criteria before dating. Tell me what color this is. Oh, you failed. Yes, it's the wrong color.
Hey, Shane.
Sorry.
It's not the wrong color.
Hey, Shane.
Yeah, how many fingers am I holding behind my back? Oh, you're wrong.
Yeah, I got 31 people this late at night, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. You know, the night owls.
There's nothing on it, really.
No.
Yeah.
What is this from?
I have no idea.
Needed a moon pie. Oh, that sounds good.
Red.
I'm really not into moon pies. I know my daughter was excited when she first saw moon pies. She's like, "Oh my God, Larry the Cable Guy!" The new Wacko show is on. It's awesome. Oh, Waco show.
I eat moon pies because they sell them at Tractor Supply on clearance.
Yeah.
They're like, we're
Even
$2.99 for a whole
like,
tin of them.
Yeah, for some reason I lost my cha-ching.
Well,
Oh,
did,
you gotta
did you reinstall it?
Yeah. But I don't know if it works.
Oh, somebody go buy something.
No.
She turned into a pumpkin after midnight. She won't go live on
sitting in
camera.
my pajamas.
I like food too. I don't care. I was at the hospital today, and we were sitting there in the doctor's office for 5 hours. I couldn't even believe it. I mean, even workers were coming up. Have you been seen, or is everything okay? I mean, they were like, "Why have you been sitting here so long?"
Why were you at the doctor's office for 5 hours?
Because the doctor, he went and saw that he had to be to the doctor at 8:30 this morning. And he got out of the doctor, and then they wanted him to do labs. So he went over and did labs. Well, then they came back about an hour later and said, "Well, we didn't get enough urine."
Oh my gosh.
So he had to go and do another urine specimen. And then, yeah, it took like 5 hours for all this to go on.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and then they went and put him in the emergency room to be admitted to the hospital. They couldn't do a direct admit from the doctor. They had to put him back.
Why?
They had to put him in the emergency room because apparently, Medicare won't pay for a direct admit. They have to go through the ER.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. I remember that from my uncle.
Huh. That's crazy.
Yeah. So, anyways, I
You have
was
to
at
be
the
like
hospital.
bad for like a direct admit. I think you have to be like having a heart attack or something like that. I mean, it has to be something like really bad. Otherwise, you go to the ER and then you get admitted in.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So, anyways, what I was really trying to say was, I went down to the coffee shop this morning. My dad wanted some coffee, and I went down to the coffee place, and it's owned by a friend of ours, or a friend of our sister, I should say. Anyways, she didn't know who I was. Well, I bought myself a vanilla chiller, which was $3, and I bought my dad a black coffee, which was, well, at first I didn't know how much it was, but it ended up being $1.75, and 2 cookies, right? And she said it cost 13 something. Well, then I'm walking away, and then I'm like, wait a minute, this didn't come up. How much was this freaking black coffee? Because that was the only thing I didn't know how much it was. So I went back to her. I says, I think you charged me too much. She goes, no, you got 2 cookies, a coffee, and a vanilla chill. I charged you the right amount. And just real snooty, you know. And I was like, no, I think you did charge me too much. I said, she goes, $3. I said, yeah, and 2 cookies, $2 a piece. And I says, yeah. And then, so what? A black coffee costs $6? No, it costs $1.75. And I said, well, why don't you add that up?
Oh boy.
Meow. Naughty with me, you know. Well, then okay. And so she goes on her little thing on her little cash register. This is the owner of the place. She goes on her cash register all snotty like, $3, $2, $2, $1.75. You know, she's realizing what she had just done. Made a complete ass of herself. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, well, before you become snotty to somebody, why don't you listen to them first?
Yeah.
Even if I was wrong, why do you got to be snotty about it? I wasn't snotty to her at the beginning. It wasn't until she was snotty to me.
And then the snot came.
Anyways,
Oh man, I hope that isn't true. That they're gonna like disperse our money like Amazon does with this new payment system.
I bet they are.
That would suck.
Well, what's that? Oh, you'll get a check every 2 weeks.
Or direct
I guess
deposit.
that's what they're gonna do.
Whatever. You know, you wouldn't like if you get every couple weeks. I don't really sell on Amazon.
I thought that
ever to get the money from Amazon.
You buy the thing, and so we wouldn't have a big seller fee.
Well, they're going to get the
That's gonna suck.
The eBay will start charging for the payment service instead, like PayPal does. So they'll get that revenue in themselves now.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna suck. Because I remember when I sold merchant fulfilled on Amazon, it took forever for me to get paid from them.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, like PayPal, I mean, it is a pretty smooth system now. You know what I mean? For the most part, it's pretty smooth system.
Yeah, but eBay's probably getting tired of people not paying their bill. I suppose they figure they'll be able to get people to pay their bills better.
What do you mean, like their seller fee bills? Well, I mean, you got to pay them, otherwise you're going to lose your ability. If that's how you make a living, you lose your ability to be able to sell on the platform.
Well, maybe what they'll do is instead of doing the store, maybe they'll just do a monthly, like Amazon does.
Well,
it'd be it doesn't happen till 2020. So
yeah.
Well, what I would do, I mean, what I think eBay should do, because it's eBay and PayPal. I mean, they use the same software because we're the same company. I mean, when you sell something, PayPal immediately takes out PayPal's share.
Yeah.
When the money goes through PayPal, they immediately take the share. Why doesn't eBay do the same thing? So when something sells,
Exactly.
you get they automatically deduct your
Yeah.
Yeah, I
it
wish
never
they
makes
would.
it. Yeah.
I wish they
So if
would.
you owe PayPal, if you owe eBay $20 on the transaction, everything but that $20 goes into PayPal. So before it goes into PayPal, eBay deducts what their share.
Yeah.
So you never even see that money. Which is the way I would like it.
Right.
Yeah.
But that way they still pay you day by day, so you're not waiting a month to get your money. That would suck.
Well, how long is it on Amazon? Is it like every 2 weeks you get paid? I don't sell on Amazon, so I really don't know.
It's 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's kind of suck.
And then you can actually, like, if you're grandfathered in, I think you can get like daily disbursements. I think that's what Dusty had.
What does intermediate payments mean, though? eBay intends to further improve the customer experience by intermediate payments on the marketplace platform. They will manage the payment flow, simplifying the end-to-end experience for both. I don't know what intermediate payments mean, though.
Well, here's a quote from the article. It says most sellers can expect their cost of payments processing to be reduced after their transition to eBay intermediate payment models.
Yeah, all simplified pricing structure and more predictable access to funds. And most can expect their cost of payments processing to be reduced.
I don't know. It's like eBay's always trying to move more into like the Amazon model.
Yeah.
Yep. Things, they are changing.
Yeah.
Well, if they change enough, maybe somebody will come in behind them and duplicate like the old eBay, and
Yeah.
then you'll have a competitive, you'll have competition on the marketplace. Really, for the online garage sale, eBay's it. I mean, they're still king.
Yeah. I don't know if people do Etsy and that, but I just don't think it does as good as for selling a platform. It's not as good as eBay.
No.
Well, they said eBay will begin payment intermediation on a small scale in North America starting in the second half of 2018, expanding in 2019 under the terms of the operating agreement with PayPal. In 2021, we expect to have transitioned a majority of marketplace customers to the new payment experience.
I bet it's an experience, all right.
I was thinking too. I'm sure it'll be an experience we'll all enjoy.
Yeah.
Well, I think with most eBay changes, you can live with them. It's like everybody gets scared at first. And that's like, well, this isn't so bad. I can live with this. But it's never like I'm overjoyed with this new restriction or whatever.
Yeah.
I can live with it, but I'm never like, oh, I'm super excited about this new thing.
Yeah. Just something
Well,
else.
I'm sure it's going to be fine, but it's just going to be something that we're going to have to get used to. And
just like everything else. It's about every 6 months they come out with something else. And
I mean, it's really nice right now. It's like, cha-ching, oh, shit, I can go to an auction. Woohoo,
Well, that will affect, though. I mean, if it affects the sellers, where they can't, like you said, they can't cha-ching and go to an auction, if it starts to hamstring the sellers, it's going to reduce the stuff the sellers can bring to market.
OJ says similar.
But I don't think eBay connects with that. I think they do see like eBay sellers is more like Amazon sellers, and we're not. It's a different breed.
Mabel.
OJ said similar to a visit to a proctologist. Shane goes, just bring lots of lube. Everyone will need it.
Yeah. You're going to feel a little pressure.
Well, that's why I said, what is intermediate payment? And Frankie's Fine said, the way you get your money, intermediate. What does that mean, though? I mean...
like a scheduled
Bi-weekly.
pay, like weekly or whatever, or
Yeah.
however they schedule payouts.
You know, they could do it like Etsy. That would be okay. I mean, Etsy. I mean, they have it transferred. Well, it's like a couple days. They get it transferred over into your bank account. But I hope it's not like Amazon, because it takes a long freaking time to get your payment from Amazon.
Well,
Yeah.
and that's not all accidental either.
Huh?
That's not all accidental either, because I mean, when you're talking about millions and millions of dollars,
Yeah.
being held for a couple of weeks, they're putting those in accounts that bear interest.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they
yeah.
get money off your money before it gets to you.
Mhm.
Yep, exactly.
So that's not by accident.
Oh no. Like intermittent rain showers sometimes never arrives. Amazon does not give a shit about their sellers either. No.
No,
Money goes to
I think
PayPal.
eBay's working in that direction.
Well, I think you have the people, the higher ups that run these platforms. They're not really resellers; they're company runners, you know. So
Yeah.
I don't always have the seller's best interest at heart.
Well, now look at what happened to me the other day. So for anybody who's watching that doesn't know, you guys, the people that already know, are going to have to listen to the story again. Sorry. But I got a return of $168. For some reason, when PayPal tried to take it out of my bank, for some odd reason, I don't know why, my bank didn't release it the first time. The money was in there, but I don't know why they did it. Anyways, the second time PayPal took it, they released it. But of course, it's an e-check, so it takes a few days, right? In the meantime, eBay's the buyer opened a case, and eBay stepped in and gave the person their money, even though eBay representative put it in the notes of the case that the money was being sent from PayPal and it should clear by such and such a date. So eBay gave the buyer their money back. A couple days later, mine came out of the bank and went to the buyer also. So the buyer ended up getting $168 times 2. So I called eBay, which was my first mistake. I should have called PayPal right away. Yes, bless you. And Nevermore Antique said, bless you, guys. And so I called eBay, which I shouldn't have. And I was on the phone for 40 minutes. 5 of it was with PayPal. Anyways, the lady was telling me, well, I regret to tell you, you're probably not going to hear this, but you're going to have to invoice the buyer for the $168. And if they don't pay you, then we'll open a case, and then so many days we can step in and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I was like, no. And I was on the phone with her over and talking to her, and she kept telling me the same stupid shit of why eBay did this. And I said, I am not saying that eBay did wrong. I'm saying that somebody has to reverse the second $168 refund. Well, anyways, I was getting nowhere with her. She was a complete idiot. So I said, just transfer me to PayPal. She transferred me to PayPal. Less than 5 minutes, the guy was like, oh, I see what the problem is. I'll reverse that payment. You should have it in, it won't be instant, but you should have it in your account by morning, and you'll get an email telling you so. Now, do I want that eBay representative handling my money?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I would like that PayPal representative handling my money, though.
That's why Jim got so mad at eBay over that thing that we ship global shipping. When we talked to eBay customer service, I mean, they were just really shitty.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were really, really shitty. I mean, we opted into the global shipping program. The agreement was you get it to Kentucky, we handle it the rest of the way. That money should not have been pulled back out of my account because they failed delivering it. Anyway, we got our money back eventually. Okay, it's cool. When he talked to the person when the item showed that it arrived and we got positive feedback, we called again to get it released, and that customer service guy was really good. But yes, the first 2 or 3 he talked to, I mean, they were just really shitty. And Jim was like yelling at him and stuff. I mean, they just were like, whatever, too bad.
Yeah, I was yelling at him too. Yeah. Okay, Eric kind of cleared it up. Eric said no.
Because I know I can't hang up on you.
Eric said no. We get our money through PayPal. They are in an intermittent.
Can't hear you.
Huh?
You got a major.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
I heard of the other Jason asked about too many requests from PayPal for health insurance. I remembered something like that when we were paying our eBay fees, and it was like we were paying that day because it was around the due date, so we had paid it a few times on the same day as stuff was selling, and then we had a problem there because they said you were paying your bill too much or something, which doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can only make so many payments in one day from the PayPal account.
Yeah,
it's
you
like
can only
4.
it's like 4 payments in one day from the PayPal
Well, it's
account. Just to eBay?
Yeah, because eBay gets charged every time you pay.
Yeah.
Because they're receiving money from PayPal, so they don't want to have to get charged more than.
Oh.
So that's why they do that. But
that was for him. Was for paying his health insurance. They said that there were too many requests that day at my bank.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that better? Oh no.
That sucks.
I guess I don't really know about that one.
How about now?
No, it sounds okay now.
Yeah, you
All
sound all right.
So, anyways, he said that the PayPal is going to be an intermittent. I mean, they're the intermediary. I can't say that word. eBay is just creating our new intermediary. I can't say that word. Will somebody say that word?
Intermediary.
There you go. Intermediary. Thank you. I was having a hard time saying it. So, and he said that he has a master's in banking, blah, blah, so he knows all about it.
Well, that's good to know.
So that means that they're just, so that doesn't really mean that they're going to hold our money. We're just jumping to conclusions. Do all of you do you know each other personally or have met in person? I was just thinking, who knows who? No. We don't really know each other.
Yes.
I mean, like
we've never met each other.
No.
Not like
in person. No.
I did drive up to Duluth to stalk Nikki for a day, but I did not actually talk to her. I just followed her around.
Tara and I had a brief encounter that produced a child.
Now we only talk to each other through the internet.
I know Valerie.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
For a brief time.
Yep. I know my sister. My sister. Yep. She's the older sister.
Whatever.
Well, I wonder this. I mean, because I guess I don't know anything about this. Like, when you drive for Uber, how do you get your payments for Uber? Do you get paid right away? Sounds like something you.
I mean, you pay for it before they come and pick you up.
Yeah, but I mean, you as an Uber driver, do you get your money right away, or do you get it out in payments? I wonder. Because this new company, they handle the payment system for Uber and stuff like that.
I don't know.
Sounds like it's going to be a big mess because you got everybody that, because everything is, we take PayPal, and now you're going to do this switch over, for us. Sounds like a big, stinky old mess.
Oh, Rise and Grind Picker said no, they get dispersed every week. Well, whatever. I mean, you're just going to have to learn to manage your money better, I guess, until you get that payment. I mean, it's like Amazon sellers, I guess. It's going to suck, but.
Yeah. Oh, see, Uber, you wait a week too. Yeah, that's going to suck. I like to have my money right away.
I know. And like I said, do we really want one of those eBay representatives controlling our money?
Bull.
I suspect they're not going
I
to give
sure
us.
don't.
I suspect we don't really have much of a choice in the matter.
No, we don't.
They'll talk. They'll tell. They'll. Let's all go to eBay Open and we'll complain about it.
Yeah, let's hold up picket
Sit there and
signs.
tell you how great this is going to be. Oh, don't worry, this is going to be so great. We talked about it at eBay Open.
They'll make you think it was your idea.
It says, gonna suck a bag of dicks, but all we can do is change and roll with the
I mean,
punches.
what are you
Yep.
going to do? There's not another platform that probably works for what 90% of what all of us sell. So, I mean, it's where you got to go.
Right,
Eric, you are
I
completely
agree.
right. Ladies,
agree.
you are assuming all this stuff and we know nothing about it, how it will be.
That's true.
And honestly, everybody dreads changes with eBay. And usually within the last couple of years, most of the changes that eBay has made have been improvements. We've a lot of people ran around going, oh my God, the sky is falling. And I usually don't complain about new updates. And for the most part, the changes that they've made have been in a positive way. So who knows? Maybe it'll all be okay.
Yeah.
Look at Sally. She's hitting the jug. She's so good about it.
Yeah. Yeah, they have to compete with Amazon. Yep.
Well, the bottom line is, if we want to, sell on eBay, we're going to have to do it. I mean, like it or lump it, whatever
Yeah.
it's going to be, that's what we're going to have to do.
Yep.
So,
And if it's once a week payments or once every 2 week payments or whatever, nothing we can do about it. We just have to start saving our pennies.
Yeah.
How about the buyers have PayPal? I don't know. I'm assuming they'll be able to pay with their credit cards or whatever, or
Yeah, I think
they do with Amazon.
Yeah, I think they can still pay with whatever, which they can now. They just
It'll be
even now they don't have to have a PayPal account to buy. So it'll be the same, I'm sure. It won't be. Just remember when PayPal and eBay single out, we had so many questions, and it's fine now.
Yeah.
Well, now we know why, but it's okay. We'll be okay.
We'll make it.
Yeah. And like we've always said, we play in their sandbox. We have to play by their rules. So there's nothing we can do about it.
Yep.
Pick with Joyous that got milk, Sally.
Oh, it's tea.
Oh man, I just got my PayPal chip card and everything.
Gotta power through it. Yep. Or get independently wealthy before it all goes to shit.
There you go.
I'm gonna buy some lottery tickets.
I will be selling back on Amazon probably this year. Not thrilled about it, but got to do what I got to do. Yep.
So I've never really sold on Amazon. I never have done FBA.
No, I did. I did merchant fulfilled. And I used to get a couple sales a month. It wasn't a lot of money, but I remember when I was waiting for Amazon payments, it seemed to take forever.
Yeah. I was on the 2 week. They would pay every other week.
Yeah.
And it sucked.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get bigger checks. Be able to pay bigger bills.
That's
what happens with the shipping money. You know what I mean? So your shipping money, does that get held for the 2 weeks? You got to figure out how to pay for the shipping on stuff?
No, they'll just tack it onto your bill.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like Amazon does.
They'll just tack it onto your bill.
Or they'll just take everything out like Amazon does right then and there. Which that's what we've all wanted. We all wanted them to do that. Take out the money right away. So we don't have, and I think that's a great idea. So we don't have them big bills at the end of the month, because a lot of people have a hard time making them bills.
Yeah.
Pick what choice and I'll be wealthy by the end of the year. Good.
Yeah, teach us how. Some videos and teach us how to be wealthy by the end of the year. I'll definitely be watching.
I got it in by the discount.
Well, I'll be okay. And you know what? If anything does happen to this, maybe it'll kick out a few sellers that can't handle it.
True enough.
And it'll end up being okay for us in the long run.
Or maybe it'll kick sellers back over to the Amazon platform. Because remember when they were all getting mad at Amazon, you had a big migration back over to eBay. Maybe they'll migrate back over or something.
There you go. OJ says, let's all say screw it and pool our money to buy lotto tickets.
Yeah, I think my
$200 in eBay fees. I wish I only had $200 in eBay fees every month.
Mine were down this month. I think mine are like around 1,700.
Yeah.
Last month I was like at 26 or 27.
Wow.
Actually, right now my eBay fees aren't that high, but yeah, I remember those days when it was 1,500. Yeah.
Well, the problem, you come off a really good month or couple months, because your FedEx charges are our FedEx charges are all the way back to November. So it's November plus December fees, and then you got to pay them in January when your sales slow down. It's like, oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whippy. Merry Christmas.
Back when I was selling more, when I had over 2,000 items in my store, I remember paying big eBay fees. But I hope you left some money behind in PayPal, Tara.
Okay.
That's brick and mortar overhead.
And January was a return month too.
Yeah. Return-uary.
Oh,
return-uary. We don't really get the big, but it happened last January too, because I remember Jim was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
But it's like it's the after Christmas must be regret or whatever. Yeah. We do more returns in January than any other month.
But Violet Lemon, she said that's brick and mortar overhead. Yeah, it is. It is when you're selling that much stuff. It is like paying brick and mortar, but then again, you're selling more than you would at a brick and mortar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because you've got worldwide people watching it, so you're selling a lot more. You're rolling stuff over a lot more. I mean, yeah, I used to have them big fees. Jim and Tara have them big fees now, but now if you look at the whole realm of it. Now see how much they made for that $1,700 fee.
Oh yeah.
But I know what she's saying, because we had a brick and mortar. Yeah, you got your utility bill comes in, you got your rent
or mortgage.
You got people walking in the door wanting to sell you stuff, so there's money coming out of the register for that. I mean, there'd be a day I'd come in, we'd sell like $30 worth of stuff, and I'd buy like $700 worth of stuff. So you got to balance that too.
Yeah.
The whiskey in the top drawer.
And really and truly, like Shane said, the fees are cheaper than brick and mortar for most areas. And it is. And also, it may cost you, this X amount of money to rent that brick and mortar, but then it also costs you more for electricity and water and sewage and garbage and everything. Because when you own a business, everything is more expensive.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you can find an item that, let's say sells very well on the internet, because somebody in New York or California or Florida will want it. Where in my small little community in northern Wisconsin, it might be very difficult for me to find a buyer for that item at that premium price that I can get for it on the internet.
Exactly.
I have to wait for somebody that knows what it is or has a desire to obtain it to walk into my small little town store and come and get it. I mean, that's not where I live.
And And really and truly, yeah, like I said, if you look at how much you made, if you look at the big number, how much you made compared to your fees, the fees really are not that bad.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, we're not going to do this stuff for free.
I won't complain about the fees. I mean, I'll be like, ooh, yeah, I got a big eBay bill, you know, like Jim said, because the FedEx charges by the time they all came in. Yeah, it's like, ugh, the big bill. I mean, we made the money, though. We did make the money, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Pay the fiddler. It won't ever really hear me complain too much about that. I don't like it when they, you know, dick around with my money a lot, but you won't hear me complain about the fees.
No. People that are making money don't usually complain about the fees. And I've never complained about the fees because I know how much it costs everywhere else to make money. So,
yeah.
No, for 10%, I can't complain.
Yeah.
And maybe if eBay takes over the payments, now we're not going to have that extra. What does PayPal charge? Like 20% plus 30 cents or something?
Yeah, but eBay is going to they're going to get that charge now.
Yeah, but maybe they'll make it a little, maybe they won't make it quite as much because they're already getting our fees. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they won't charge as much.
Yeah, they said they might reduce it a little bit, it looks like.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. And honestly, no matter where you go, and in a brick and mortar also, I mean, my nephew is dealing with this. He doesn't have like an actual brick and mortar store, but he has his plowing business. And no matter what company he goes to, they're all pretty much the same fees. And yeah, I mean, it's like there's nowhere that you're going to have a merchant. Merchant accounts are expensive. Remember back in the day when you couldn't get a merchant account because you had to have like absolutely perfect credit. And then if you did get a merchant account, they were very, very expensive. No. That was why my 900 number, I never got it going because the merchant account was so expensive to have.
Oh, I heard it. Yeah, and then it's a huge pain in the neck getting everything straightened out. They reject good payments and stuff. It's a big pain in the neck. You'll get payments from cards that are good, but they'll have some kind of screening thing when you first start out where they're super picky or what on the buyer's card. You know, they'll put on restrictions that aren't on normal credit card things. So you'll have like half your sales get bounced when people try to pay with a credit card. That's great. It's wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a mess.
Yeah. So I mean, we deal with that no matter what business we're in. And
yeah. No, I will say PayPal, for the way they take credit cards, everything's real smooth. And no, I will give them that. There is a very smooth way to do things.
Yeah. For anybody that has dealt with that kind of stuff before the world of PayPal, yeah, they understand that, hey, we actually got it pretty good with PayPal. Because
I would say it takes 2 to 3 months with a new credit card vendor or a new credit card, like authorized net or whatever. It takes 2 or 3 months before that thing like gets leveled out and ironed out, and they did your hold, because that's what the provider is also going to do, a hold on you, like their audit. It comes about 2 or 3 weeks after you start with them. All of a sudden, none of your payments are going into the bank. They're holding them because they're auditing to make sure that you're legit.
Yeah.
Don't tell you when they're going to do it because they don't want you to sweep out all the money or whatever. So it's a surprise.
Yeah.
All your money. So you go through that, and then there's other problems with them not accepting certain customers' cards. Then they finally iron all that out. And it's about 2 to 3 months. Yeah. So if you never had anything but PayPal, you wouldn't appreciate PayPal for that.
Yeah.
And I'm not a huge PayPal fan, but I gotta say, on taking credit cards, they're awesome.
And they are very smooth. It's a smooth way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a rah PayPal guy, but I gotta say on that they're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll still remain a payment option for shoppers, but it just won't be predominantly featured.
Yeah. Oh, they are still keeping PayPal as a payment feature?
Yeah, it just won't be predominantly featured like it would. Like now it's predominantly featured like ahead of like credit cards or debit cards.
Yeah.
But it will still be a payment option. It just will stop. It'll stop processing the card payments for eBay.
Well, and you got to stop and think about all the sellers that are on eBay. I mean, you got to kind of think about how eBay stands. I mean, just think about all the money that PayPal loses out every month on non-paying sellers. You know, because I remember back years ago, I had an issue with a bill with eBay. I ended up paying it off, but I called them up and I said, "Hey, I'm really trying to pay this bill, blah blah blah," and they're like, "No problem, just pay us when you can." And I was like, "Well, I don't want you to send me to collections," and they're like, "Oh, we don't send you to collections. Just pay when you can." You know, I mean, of course, I couldn't sell at the time until I got it paid off, but yeah, they never sent me to collections. And I ended up getting it paid off, and then my account was fine. So, why are you doing the parade wave, Valerie?
Sally's going to bed. I'm going to go to bed.
All right. Good night, guys.
Night.
Already after midnight, Nikki.
Yeah, Nikki, I paid my sales tax. I'm going to bed. I have to pay my sales tax before midnight, or I don't get my discount for my quarterly sales tax.
I'm popping popcorn. I'm ready to go.
Hey, you guys, save some for tomorrow.
Well, fun fact, if you collect sales tax in the state of Wisconsin, I didn't know this. I'm like, oh, I got to get this in by midnight. Now I go and pay it. They must have a West Coast payment outfit when you pay by credit card. It's 10 o'clock. So it's like, oh, okay, put down my thing that I paid today. Before midnight, Wednesday. So I'm all good. I got to get my discount and the whole bit. So actually, I could have done it. I had it until 2 o'clock in the morning. I didn't know that.
You could have waited that extra couple hours before you paid.
Next time I probably will. Next quarter I will.
Well, that's with eBay too. Everything's on Pacific Coast time too. And
honestly, to tell you the truth, Pickwood Joy, you asked, we do have the Anchor store right now, but Jim's talking about reducing it back down to the premium store.
Well, we carry about 3,200 listings, and so we don't ever take advantage of the whole 10,000.
And we don't do short relists.
We don't do short relists or any of that stuff because I don't believe in it. My own gig. So I just do 30-day. I don't do good till cancel. Not that I got anything against good till cancel, but I just prefer 30 days how I prefer to do it. So it's not really making sense to me to have that anchor with the 10,000 listings if I can get by with just the 3,000 listings, and some of our listings are like $4.99 parts. Well, I'm going to take those parts that we had now for a year because that auction was over a year ago now. I'm going to start consolidating those parts
into lots,
and I'm going to sell them in lots. So I don't need 3,000. I'm going to reduce my number of listings, and I'm going to raise my average price of my stuff. You know, I'm going to avoid having really cheap listings. I'm going to try to get my average listing price up and try to increase sales that way. So then I can move back down to a whatever you call it, premium store or whatever, and do that. And we also have that second store that we hardly use. And I can put listings in that store and put it like a basic membership or basic store with that. And then maybe bring that up to a premium store too. Because even with 2 premium stores, my fees are still going to be cheaper than $300 a month for the anchor.
Yeah.
Let me add a question there.
Yeah, he says you could have paid with your SS check hit on the first of the month. And Jim's not old enough for Social Security.
That's a good one. I wish. Oh man, when I can start pulling that government handle on that slot machine, ka-ching.
We're not quite old enough.
No, yet. I don't get old person welfare yet.
We don't get no checks.
We don't get no. The only check we get is from eBay.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit from Craigslist and Facebook, but not too much.
Yeah.
We live in a really rural area where it's really hard to sell stuff local. We really need eBay.
Here too.
Yeah, what I got 10 years. How many more years? When can I start collecting? 62 or 60? Or do I got to wait till 65? I think I do. I was born in 65, so I think I missed that thing where you could collect at 62. I think I got to be 65. And that's early.
We have to wait till we're 70, don't we, Tara?
I don't know. I think I'm older. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Might be 67.
Well, eat a lot of fiber so you can make it.
Just wait, Trump will fix that too. Like he already fixed global warming, yeah.
Fake it till you make it. Oh, you guys are thinking silver or stacker. No, I don't get no check. I don't get no teacher pension.
Yeah. No, if you're born in 1960 or later.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, that's me too. Yeah, it says 60 at age,
for full.
Oh, at full. Age 62, you'll receive 70%.
I'm doing 62.
Age 65, you'll get 86%.
Yeah, I don't plan on living much further than 62, so I'm going to start taking it then.
You better live longer than 62, you asshole.
I'm probably only going to make it to like 63, so I'm going to start collecting right away.
Get his life insurance paid up.
Oh my God.
Don't lapse on that payment.
Yeah, but then there's something where to get on Medicare, you have to be older, I think. I don't know.
Well, and you know what, though? Because you, if I take the money at 62, I can take that money and go to an auction with it and make more money with it, you know, to compensate for the loss by taking the money early, and then I still have the money.
No, I don't list daily on both. I always list mostly in our primary store. Jim started up that small store like last year, and I don't hardly list on it.
No, but if we get rid of the anchor, we will. That's my plan, is to really to beef that store up and get the amount of sales limit lifted and stuff like that. Because I think it's still limited to 160, but that's because I really don't put nothing on it or do much with it.
And we kind of look like we might be like in a transitional year. You know, we're trying to sell this property. We're trying to move. Do I want to hook onto the anchor store payment with the $300 a month? If I do sell this and I move, there might be a month or so where, you know, I'm not doing much listing on eBay. Do I really want to be, you know, committed to the anchors? I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You're taking 2 months off.
I'm taking 2 months off. I deserve it.
I used to have 2 stores, and I'd list on both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we're talking about like going through this inventory, douching it some, like this stuff with this parts, you know, combining these parts into lots and stuff. And, you know, so, I mean, we're kind of talking about doing some reorganizing. So we're like, well, should we even resubscribe to this anchor store for the year again?
Yeah.
So.
It's just our fees. We were used to having our fees be about $1,500 a month, and for some reason, when we went to the anchor store, all of a sudden our fees were, and yeah, we did sell more this year. But I mean, all of a sudden our fees were like, instead of being $1,500, they were like $22.
Yeah,
I mean, it matters. Oh, and then we restructured our loan, and we wound up with a. But then when we redid the loan on the property. Then we did it so the taxes are paid with it, which is good because we don't have to. We used to have to do the August tax scramble or whatever. So now we have the property taxes that are in with the payment. So that raised our house payment by $150, which isn't a huge amount. It went from like what was it, $450 to $500?
No, it went from $400 to $5.50.
$400 to $5.50. So, but you got that. So now you got this higher whatever. And it just seemed like it was a little tougher than it had to be. And I started looking at places where maybe we could cut back and still make the same amount of money. And that's why I decided to go back to the premium.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, he has 2 separate computers for his 2 eBay accounts.
Oh, yeah.
That other Jason, with the investing. I mean, I don't want to tell people not to invest. I mean, I guess for safety, because it's like.
Well, if you have money that is going to sit, you're just not going to touch or whatever. But when you put in a CD, I mean, really it ain't like liquid anymore.
It's like putting it in a coffee can and burying it.
But you get in a CD, you got to leave it in there for the full amount of time if it's a 3 or 5 year CD, because otherwise you're going to get penalized if you take the money out early.
For us, our job is to take money and make money with it. When you put your money into an investment like a mutual fund or anything, their job is to take your money and go make money with it. Well, why are they? That's like a doctor hiring another doctor. You know, you do it yourself. Why are you hiring somebody else who can invest your money and make a hot return with it better than you? I mean, I have faith in our own ability. I just take our money and we keep rolling it over and try to make more money out of it.
Well, that's like when people ask my husband when I sell on people. He's like, well, she makes way more than we would if we put the money in the bank account. You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and your store, if you have a store with a decent inventory, your store is your bank. When we had the dog, we had 2 serious vet bills pop up this summer.
Yeah.
Both situations, I just went down the list and cut some prices, moved some stuff out, and within 3 days we had each time it happened, I was able to pay that vet bill within 2-3 days.
Yeah.
Just by boosting sales, by cutting prices. So if you have a decent inventory out there, you can put the touch on your store and pull money out of it. You know, if you're in a jam, which would be the same as going to the bank and taking the money out of the bank account. So.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't guaranteed, but I mean, it's a pretty good. Your odds are pretty good.
Yeah.
Jim's brother's a banker too. He's a vice president for a bank.
Oh yeah, he's like Kids and More. Well, Kids and More, it's our only source of income. So believe me, we'll get back at it.
Yeah, we'll start hitting it pretty quick.
Kids Deals and More said, Jim, Tara, I moved last year, and from experience, I'll tell you to get back to it ASAP. It took me almost a year to get back up and running. This is year 2, and I'm almost back to making the same money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're going to be getting 6 figures before my move. Holy, I was making 6 figures before my move, and the way it's looking, it's going to be this year 3, before I get back there.
Yeah.
Well, they have to get back to it because that's their only income.
Yeah. But I mean, it is getting harder. I mean, you gotta. When we first, I mean, like I don't know, like in 09 or 10 or 11, I guess when we were first starting out. I mean, it seemed like you put anything out there, it's sold.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's getting. There's a lot more sellers out there. There's a lot more competition.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what I said earlier. Maybe this whole PayPal thing might knock a few of those sellers out.
That's true.
Yeah.
Or like I said, you might get people. I think we had a big influx of people that came off the Amazon platform when you had like that Amazon shakeup, like 2 years ago now, is it, or a year and a half ago?
Yeah.
Nope. Sally went to bed.
No. Well, I think he's just focusing on like his eBay business. I mean, I will tell you this: I don't run a show. But if you run a show, I mean, it is a huge time commitment. You know what I mean? And it does take away from stuff, you know, because a lot of times, like let's say the morning show, you have people that are listing, shipping. I mean, that gets hard. And then if you're trying to moderate a show, because you do have to give it some attention and like watch the chat and do this kind of stuff. And I think it's a huge commitment.
And Tristan, it helps, but I don't think she's involved like Tara is. I mean, where Tara does all the listing, where I think Dusty does all the listing, and he does a lot of the packing. So I mean, it's for one guy and Dusty actually outsells us, and he's one person. So I mean, I don't know. Honestly, he's got better sourcing, sells smaller stuff. He does something that we're not. Because if I was Dusty, I couldn't do what he's doing. Honestly, with one person away.
Yeah.
I mean, what we're doing right, like today, Tara. I'm like, hey, Tara, you got to help me. I got to get caught up here on this shipping. I mean, sometimes it just gets overwhelming.
Yeah.
And we've had this run now where people are buying a lot of cheap stuff.
But he will be on tomorrow morning, I think, because Scott Zilke is taking over the boys' morning show, and he's doing it like on Tuesday and Thursday. So he'll probably be on tomorrow morning. I'm pretty sure they are.
Yeah, Dusty would wake up in the morning when he was doing that show. He'd do his morning. He'd say, okay, well, I sold this much the day before, whatever. So I'd look at my phone and be like,
we'd have a good day and he'd outsell us.
And I'd look at that graph, and
he'd
be like $50 or $100 ahead of us. I'm like, son of a bitch. Not that I'm not happy for him. I was like, because I'd like, oh yeah, I'm really gonna sting him on the show this morning when I tell him I outdid him. No, he'd outdo me by like $50 or $100 like every time.
Oh.
Well, I suppose. I guess we better go. Jim and Tara tried to get out of here like a long time ago. So.
Oh, well, not too much.
We got a
but I
guy
suppose we
buying a
should go to bed.
humidor tomorrow morning. We're gonna
Yeah.
get it out of the building, so and dust it off. It's all full of.
It's a big
arena
piece.
dirt.
It's a cigar humidor, but it's a piece of furniture. It's an oak cabinet with sliding glass doors on it and stuff.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
he's going to pick it up in the morning.
Yeah, he's gonna be here at 9, so we gotta get up early.
So we got to do our thing.
Well, we gotta get the kid to school too before he gets here. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, I'm glad I remember to pay those taxes. Yep.
There you go.
All
Good night.
right. Good night, guys. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe.
Hey, thanks for having us, Nikki.
It was fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Well, you guys were complaining there was nothing to watch, so I was like, well, let's
There
do
was
something.
something. I was watching other old videos.
I was watching the new episode of Shameless. Well,
Wow.
that ended, and then I started this. I was like, well,
Time to do YouTube.
We were watching those crazy. Was it Mr. Mushroom or
Mighty Mushroom.
Mighty Mushroom? He's got
Yeah.
this guy on there who's like he talks about the Oracle. Oh, the Oracle says he's got this real dry like. It's funny. I don't know.
he has the Mighty Mushroom. I don't know what the guy's real name is, but anyways, he seems to I've only watched it a few times, but I think he sells like collectibles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he seems to know kind of about that kind of stuff. But yeah, he has some all the time. I guess he has different guests on, and yeah, some of them are a little.
That's
strange.
kind of like an open panel thing.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it's real laid back, informal.
It's a very
Yeah.
young, hip kind of generation. I'm too old for them.
See you pick with Joy. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, well, I think we're losing our audience. So
Yeah. All right, everybody.
Eric's going
Bye.
back to watch Bigfoot.
bye.
Catch us in the morning on the morning show.
Good night. I'm going to
Bye,
bed.
all.